Sayonara, motherfucker.
When I say I don't need it, it's because we're not ranking up.
Fair. What the fuck? What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
I don't know what level we're at.
What are we doing here? What? Oh, don't say what are we doing here. just straight up, don't say that.
Why are we in a boat, bitch?
Connie! 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 Huh?
I'll be back, I promise, woman noises.
Wait, this is... white smoke. Perfect.
Cool.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Hello? My whole party is charmed. And I'm dead. Dead. What up, everybody? It's your boy, the Infinite Dragon here, and welcome back to Steins Gate. If you're watching this on YouTube, you're watching an archive stream, but you're checking me out live. Link is always in the description down below, as well as a link to my Discord, which I will let you know what I'm doing, what I'm thinking, how I'm feeling, all of that good stuff. So to start off, I'm not going to be reading all the protagonist lines because I'm eating. So I will get there eventually, but for right now, I'm not going to be reading them. That is. How's everybody doing today? Batra, how you doing? Oh. Oh, why are you like this? Not so far? Good. Oh, her chicken, I remember. That's right. We left off on her chicken. We stole her chicken. Poor girl.
ところで、そこの看板にあるフェイリス杯というのは何だ?
Apologize for her chicken. Oh. Why did it sound like the prelude to Zelda, the menu music? It did kind of sound like that, you know? The do 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 something like that, yeah. I can hear it.
いや、もうえないな。情報が少ないのが不安なところだが、これより突入を開始する。
This poor girl just wants her food, man. Leave her alone.
マユリはここで待っていろ。1時間以内に戻らなければ、すぐにここを離れて家に帰るのだ。わかったな。
Hello there.
Hello, Louise.
マユシはこの後もバイトだから、そんなの無理だよ。
Interesting way. She said, I can't really do that because I'm, she actually said something about like it being impossible for her to do that. But they just localized it to I can't, I have work. Is he still being a fucking loser? Well, we opened up to her, to us stealing Mayuri's chicken. And she started crying. So, yes.
おかえりなさいませ、ご主人様。 も参加するにゃ。今日はフェイリス杯なのにゃ。
俺だ。調べてもらいたいことがある。フェイリス杯について。
Your banana bread is looking a lot better than the last one you tried to make. That's good. Did you add flour this time?
何？フェイリスを自由にできる権利をかけた殺戮のバトルロイヤルだと。どうやら俺はとんでもないところに来てしまったらしい。いや、問題ない。なんとか生き延びてみせるさ。いかなる手段を使ってもな。エルプサイコングル。フェイリス杯とはバトルロイヤルなのだな。
違うにゃ。フェイリスを奴隷にできる権利をかけた殺戮のバトルロイヤルにゃ。
Alright, so I did not expect her to play along with that. Like at all. I was very much willing for her. I was like waiting for her to break character and everything, but no, she just went with it. Earlier, I got a UR and Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. It was a Synchro Diabell Queen and the White Forest and a couple of SRs and the UR White Forest monster cards. Are you going to use them? I've added a bit too much baking soda and powder. You added baking soda and powder?
みんないけないにゃ。フェイリスのために殺し合うなんてそんなのダメなのにゃ。もうやめてにゃ。今日お願いにゃ。みんなを止めてにゃ。
案ずるな。俺が止めるまでもなく、みんなおとなしく席についている。
Alright, like I said, I'm not reading anything out at the moment because I'm eating. I got pancakes.
マジな話、フェイリス杯とは何なんだ？
And I'm trying to think of what I could even use them for. Just play them pure. You can just try to pull more and play them pure. That'll help you learn what you need to do with them.
フェイリスとの勝負にゃ。フェイリスはみんなを同時に相手にするのにゃ。フェイリスを喜ばせてくれた人にはご褒美があるのにゃ。
フェイリス、本気なのか？
このままじゃフェイリスはみんなにひどい目に遭わされちゃうのにゃ。
Come on, man. She's very good at what she's doing. No wonder she's the most popular in her store.
今日な、フェイリスを助けてにゃ。
You sure 3 high school students and their cat aren't onto you? To be fair, everyone we've met except for Ferris and Mayuri are over the age of 18.
断る。俺は戦うつもりなどない。ただお前に話があってきただけだ。
Imagine Scooby-Doo, but it's the Phantom Thieves, so the exact opposite of the Phantom Thieves. I think what you're looking for is Persona 4.
参戦しないならごめんなさいだけどお帰り願うにゃ。
Wow.
メイドの分際でご主人様を帰らせる気か。
今日のフェイリスはフェイリス杯主催者なのにゃ。お店に入れるのは参加者だけにゃ。
話は2分で済む。IBN
聞かないにゃ。フェイリスとお話ししたかったら今日もフェイリス杯に参加するしか方法はないにゃ。
足元によって
Bro, she's so into you. Stop fucking around.
さあどうするにゃ。戦わなければ生き残れないにゃ。
Like he's insanely fumbling the bag right now, bro. He is like 1 billion% into you. Look at this face and tell me this isn't someone that's into you. My gosh, she wants to suck your dick.
やむをえんな。その勝負受けてたと。
He doesn't want to catch a case. We've all been there. That's fair. She is 16. I kind of forgot that immediately, even after I said that.
勝負した暁にお前が知る情報を全て話してもらうぞ。
It won't let me click. It won't let me click the thing. Now I check my mail. There it is. Lukaku over texted us back, said I'd be happy to cook, but I'm afraid there might be that might interfere with my shrine duties. Do you mind if I take some time to think it over? P.S. I was so deep in thought that I didn't do any practice swings with Samidare. I was joking. Besides, if you wore a maid outfit at the lab, Daddy would probably start hyperventilating and, well, it wouldn't be pretty, so forget about it. Your true class is Miko. Let's not forget that. Devote yourself to that. For now, of course, that includes practice swings with Samidare. Do we tell them we were joking, or do we Nah, tell them we were joking. Alright. The number 28 is written on it in brown, girly numbers. That's... okay, what does that even mean? Cautiously let Ferris lead me to the back of the cafe and finally learn what the customers are doing. Sorry, I had to blow my nose. Everyone's engrossed in some kind of card game. I can play card games! Now I remember. The other day, Ferris said there's doing some Rynet Axis Battlers tournament. That's the Ferris Cup. I thought it was it's called Rynet, so I assumed it was online. If you win, you get to eat Ferris's homemade cooking or something like that. Looks like Ferris tricked me. He didn't really trick you. It was kind of blatant. Saved me, she said. Yeah, she said. I knew she was not one to be trifled with.
あれオカリなんでいるんライネットやったことねえのに
誰
Why are you surprised? He told you he was gonna be here.
お前ここで何をしている
Also,
の件はどうした
also, you know damn well that he's not gonna miss anything for Ferris because he has a crush on Ferris.
今日ぐらい休ませてくれよ 2日連続徹夜した僕をもっといたわるべきだろう、上皇。
You really should, honestly.
今にもセールによって世界が支配されようとしているのに、何をのんきなのか。
Relax. You're doing something highly illegal anyway.
俺は別件できて巻き込まれたのだ。ライネットにもフェイリスの手料理にも興味はない。
The second those words leave my lips, I feel like everyone in the store starts glaring at me. They want my blood. Come to think of it, the Ferris Cup was organized by Ferris, so it makes sense that only Ferris fans would participate. In other words, I'm the away team. I guess we just won't lose, huh? It's just one more step to my road to the IBN 5100. Obtain information using any means necessary. With that mission in mind, I sit next to Daru and softly whisper to him.
ダル、オペレーションシグマだ。
なんぞそれ。
手を組もうと言っている。俺たち2人がチームを組めば最強だろう。
最強じゃねえよ。むしろ弱体化するよ。オカリンはライネッターとして度がつくぐらいの初心者だろ。
Let me play. Let me take over. I got this.
俺にとってお前はまさに右腕。そんな心強い相棒がいてくれたのだ。もう怖いものはない。
Daru flashes his white teeth in a grin.
だが断る。足引っ張られたくないし。
貴様それでも仲間か。
この件に関しては敵。
裏切ったんだ。何のためにお前をスパイとしてこの店に送り込んだと思っている。
送り込まれてねえし。僕は毎日フェイリスさんのブログをチェックしてるほどの純粋かつ熱狂的なファンであって。
Suddenly, the cafe's lights dim. The song starts playing. Hit the like button right now because this is gonna get copyright struck. A somewhat solemn melody with sexy and powerful female vocals. I heard this song a lot recently. Pretty sure it's the theme song to Right Net Kakeru.
お待たせしたにゃん。ただいまよりフェイリス杯お昼の部を始めるにゃん。
Don't ask me how the lyrics were sexy. I don't know, man. They just were. Ferris appears in a spotlight. The previously peaceful audience instantly explodes in excitement. We can totally hear that. Ferris responds to the shouts of joy with a wave of her hand and then clears her throat. They was into it. I was literally making a comment on like, oh yeah, we could totally hear how excited the fans are. And they shut me the fuck up.
フェイリスがみんなと一人ずつライネットで勝負するにゃ。フェイリスは頑張って10人までなら同時にお相手できるのにゃ。
She must be really good at the game if she can do it. If she can duel 10 people at once. Were they chanting Nyan Nyan Nyan? Well, her name is Ferris Nyan Nyan. So, of course.
ちなみにフェイリスに勝った人にはご褒美として手料理を作ってあげるにゃ。そんじゃみんな楽しんで勝負しようね。
Lots are drawn to determine the order we face Ferris. It seems like there are 28 participants, including me. If we win this somehow, she's into us. Ferris will face 10 people at the same time, so she divides us into 3 rounds. I'm in the 3rd round.
グボー。フェイリス強いよ、フェイリス。
Garu, a first round participant, was insta-killed by Ferris. How weak, and he said I was going to be a burden. No, maybe Ferris is just too strong. Rhine Axis Battlers is similar to chess. Oh, I can play chess. I'm not particularly great at chess, but I can play it. There's a special board where you compete using pieces arranged in rows. The rules are fairly complicated, but basically the point of the game is to get your pieces to the enemy camp. Whoever gets the most pieces into the enemy camp wins. Ferris's point gets 10 people at once. She moves from table to table in a circle like a chess master, taking one move at each before proceeding to the next. In Go, Shogi, and chess, this is called simultaneous exhibition. High-level players hold them to demonstrate their skill. And Ferris does indeed seem to be highly skilled, just as Daru said. Only fucking nerds play chess. Nerds are fucking now? When can I start chess? All 10 of the first round participants are annihilated within 15 minutes.
みんなもうちょっと頑張ってほしいにゃ。
Damn it, Ferris. Don't get cocky. Don't us get cocky, bro. She just took out 10 people at one time. And apparently we're a noob. I leaned back against the wall and silently watched the round 2's matches.
フェリスちゃん、すごく強いね。
Mary returns from her break with a drink in hand and whispers to me.
マユシーはライネットの腕前、からきしだからね。すごく羨ましいよ。
強くなったらどうなるのだ？
オカリ、今はね、ライネット、アクセスバトラーズは秋葉どころか世界規模のブレンドなんだよ。
Is it Yu-Gi-Oh? It might just be like the stand-in for Yu-Gi-Oh. When? So it's a coffee?
トレンドだろ。
それ。だからね、強くなったらきっとちびっ子たちの英雄になれるよ。
It could be a stand-in for Pokemon. Pokemon makes more sense. Pokemon's way bigger in Japan. I remember forever ago I played a version of Twist where you had to pull a card, okay, and you had to move the piece that was on the card, and you couldn't move any of your pieces until you drew a pawn card. Can you play the other cards you drew after you played a pawn card?
英雄か。悪くない響きだ。
それにね、ウーパがとっても可愛いの。
Upa, as everyone knows, is Ryanet's mascot character. The days he's more popular than the electric yellow rat. Okay, no, this is a stand-in for Yu-Gi-Oh.
待て、その論視展開はおかしい。ライネットが強くなることとウーパが可愛いことは関係ないだろう。
I guess they're related in Mayuri's mind. That you're completely stuck until you drew your first pawn card. No, I'm asking if you drew your first pawn card and you got to move the pawn, do you get to play the other cards that you have in your hand? Pawns are half the pieces. You'd be amazed how easily it is to brick. She must be after those limited Upa plushies that they give out to participants in official tournaments. She wants the giant cards. You'll never become the strongest with such impure intentions, Mayuri.
フェリスちゃんはとっても忙しいから公式大会に出る暇もないんだけど、きっと世界でもトップレベルの腕前だと思うんだ。
If that's the case, these faceless rabble the faceless rabble participating in the Ferris Cup are unworthy opponents. Just as expected, round 2 ends the same as round 1. Nobody's even close to Ferris's level.
にゃんにゃん、みんなごめんにゃ。でもフェイリスはライネットで手加減したら相手に失礼だと思ってるにゃ。
Again, if we win this, she's totally into us.
それにフェイリスが求めているのは真剣勝負なんだにゃ。
フェイリスだ。マジパネス。僕らじゃ勝てない。勝てるわけがなかったんだ。
A thick mood of defeat has already spread across the challengers. Some of them are even on their knees in shame.
ざまあないな、貴様ら。
Bruh. I stride to the front of the crowd. For some reason. I nonchalantly meet Ferris's questioning gaze.
だが真打ちというのは最後に出てきてこそだ。
God, now I really hope he loses.
誰？お前に教えてやる。真の男の戦い方というものをな。
オカリン、まさか何か秘策が？
He does not have a plan. There's a skill in one of the old Dragon Ball games. I think it's one of the Tenkaichi games where I think it's Gotenks. Gotenks has an ability called false confidence. That's what he just used. He just activated false confidence.
そういうことだ。作戦名は G バックとだけ言っておこう。
A loud oh echoes from all around me. Those cruelly defeated by Ferris entrust their hopes onto me for some reason. Onto us all, the 8 participants in the round 3. Avenge us, they say. I can feel their pain. It gives me strength. At first, we were enemies, but now our hearts are joined together as the indomitable might of Ferris.
京馬には自信があるのかにゃ。
これまでに散っていった20人の涙、無駄にません。
She's gonna throw.
フェイリスよ、約束は覚えているな。この勝負が終わったら、お前が知っている情報をすべて話してもらうぞ。
すげえ、オカリンのやつ、初めからフェイリスに勝つ気だ。
オカリン、頑張れ。
The crowd goes wild for some reason. I really hope she does it because I really want us to lose because we suck. But she's gonna throw. I slowly step up to the table.
5分だ。それまでに勝負は決するだろう。
It will be 5 minutes, but then 5 minutes will pass and you'll lose.
それじゃ3巡目始めるにゃ。ライネットアクセスバトラーズデュエルアクセス。
Dude's arms look so huge. I'm telling you that they keep saying that he's fat. I don't think that dude is fat. See, thank you. Thank God. It didn't even take 5 minutes.
オカリン弱すぎる。
Why did you believe you knew the facts before this started? Why did you believe in me at all? Obviously, I never played Right Access Battlers before. There's no way I can win if I don't even know the rules. Oh, fucking God, Danielle. It's not even that he lost. It's that he got the whole entire crowd on his side to then lose, knowing damn well he doesn't know how to play this game. Good Lord. Literally bigger than the girl's body. He's fucking huge. The question still stands, can we have a new MC? He gets better, supposedly, but remains to be seen. By the way, I'm not alone. All 8 of the third round contestants were blown out. And thus, the tournament ends in total victory for Ferris.
結局全部ハッタリだったん？作戦名 G バックって何だったんだよ、おい。
No, she still gets to choose a winner. And again, if we win this somehow, she's totally into us. I'm just saying.
京馬はまるで自爆するみたいに突っ込んできたのにゃ。
Damn.
え、それってまさか。
Wait.
そのまさかだ。
I leap onto the chair and strike an awesome pose. Hold on, let me read that correctly. I misspoke. I leap onto the chair and strike a cringy pose, bathing the losers below me in scorn. Why the long faces, men?
作戦名 G バックとはすなわち自爆に等しい突撃を仕掛けること。
どう見てもダジャレです。本当にありがとうございました。
I don't know enough Japanese to know what the pun is. I don't know the rules. What else could I do?
でもなんで京馬は負けたのにそんなに偉そうなのにゃ。
まだ気づかないのかフェイリスニャンニャン。俺にとってこの戦い、勝ち負けなどどうでもよかったのだ。
We can even see his face, and I already know it's so punchable. can't even see his face. You can totally see his face. Just Google Steins Gate. He's the main dude in the lab coat. He actually does not look all that like he doesn't look like an asshole.
どういうことかにゃ?
His face is in one of the thumbnails for the previous VODs. It's like the first one. I circle his face and everything.
俺がお前に提示した条件を覚えているか?
はにゃー。フェイリスが負けたら情報をすべて話す。
違うな。間違っているぞ、フェイリス。俺はこう言ったのだ。勝負した暁にはお前が知る情報をすべて話してもらうと。勝負した暁にはだ。わかるか、フェイリス?
He did the lawyer bullshit. Even I fell for that.
俺は一言もお前に勝ったらとは言っていない。この作戦は俺だからこそできたこと。この場にいる誰もがフェイリスの手作り料理という目の前の餌に釣られ勝つことにこだわりすぎていた。だが俺は違った。フェイリスの手料理などには全く興味はなかった。
You should not say that in this crowd of men.
の差こそがこの負け前提の作戦を成功に導いたのだ。
My laughter echoes through the cafe. Everyone is staring at me in disbelief. Mayuri is the only one to apply. Get you a friend like Mayuri.
わー、オカリンすごいね。
Get you a friend like Mayuri. She's the best.
来たね。
頭脳的作戦といえ、これぞオペレーション G バックだ。
I get off the chair and walk to Ferris.
さあ、フェイリス。答えてもらおう。IBN5100 はどこにある？
にゃ IBN5100?
しらばっくれても無駄だ。俺は確かな筋から情報を得ているのだ。
I remember that image of the IBN 5100's shining finger sent me. I bring it up on my phone and show it to Ferris.
お前が IBN5100 について知っているのは間違いない。
にゃー、そんな小難しい名前言われてもさっぱりにゃ。この写真の PC はどっかで見たことあるような気もするんやけど。
どういうことだ？お前はレトロ PC に詳しいのだろ？マユリがそう言っていたぞ。
That doesn't mean that she has it. Also, this information is from Mayuri. Come on now.
わ、情報源明かしてるし。
True.
はーい、マユシーが確かな筋です。
She's adorable and I want one.
詳しくはないにゃ。うちのパパが集めてたから今も家の倉庫にたくさんしまってあるけど。
つまりそこに IBN5100 が眠っているのだな。では今すぐ案内してもらおう。
Am I alone in finding all the baby talk these cat girls do super annoying? You're not alone, but I don't really care one way or the other. I think I find it much more annoying if you're in English. Like, if I actually heard them do like the cat puns while they're talking, that probably would annoy me.
それは無理にゃ。
But hearing her voice does not. If you mean her voice specifically, then no, that is not annoying to me.
なぜだ?
Ferris puts on a bewitching smile.
あそこはフェイリス家にとっての聖域なのにゃ。
Ferris clan?
入ることができるのは猫耳を持つフェイリス家の娘で巫女の修行を積んだものだけにゃ。つまりフェイリス以外は誰も入れないのにゃ。
She basically said, no, you cannot come to my house.
犬耳が生えてしまうにゃ。
No, you can't come to my house.
そんなわけなかろうが。何が犬耳だ？
ほんとなのにゃ。フェイリス か言ってないのにゃ。
I guess it's the constant yas. I played fucking Neko Para, bro. I'm used to this shit. She suddenly starts acting a little scared, like a scared little cat girl. Instantly, the air is changed with malice, and I find myself surrounded by 27 Ferris fans, each glaring at me with bloodshot eyes.
卑怯だぞフェイリス。信者たちを味方につけたか。
フェイリスは本当のことしか言ってないにゃ。
The defeated are now under Ferris's complete control. They approach at the shuffle, muttering foul prayers to their cat to their cat goddess. Like I said, the fucking rabbit. Of course they are. They made Ferris cry. I'll never forgive you. Neris, Ferris is my wife. Cat ears are justice. I want to chew on those cat ears. I can't believe I actually just read that out loud. Ferris-tan, haha. I'm not reading that one. I'm not reading that one either. Jesus Christ. Crap, these guys are insane. They've never been outside before, except for this event. I need the information Ferris possesses, but I'm at too great a disadvantage now to press the attack. And then there's my personal weaknesses to Ferris's powers. At this rate, I might be assimilated into the Ferris cult. What do I do? I cry out and seize my right wrist. My right hand trembles. I show agony on my face as I try desperately to control the trembling.
今日もまさか RS ライネットアンチシステムがにゃからあれほどライネットはやっちゃダメだと。
I'm glad how they were able to accurately depict DJ and anime fans. It helps with the representation. To be fair, that's not hard. And two, it's way worse back given the time period because it's 2010. People did not shame people for liking feet back in the day. They do now. That shit did not happen back in 2010. What? Where did that come from? I ignore Ferris and stagger towards the exit. Her worshippers let me pass. It feels as if everyone is giving me cold stares, but I don't have time to check and make sure. I throw myself out the door and into open air.
くそ。結局何も収穫がなかったか。
It's like when people say bring back bullying. Listen, bro. If you like what you like, by all means. But that does not mean that I should know what you like. I should not be on a fucking, I'm trying to think of the most degenerate place. Twitter post about fucking Garnet and hear people talking about licking her armpits. Like, get the fuck out of here. Stop. If you want to do something strange in your own time, fine. But I should not have to see that. I should not. This world should not enter my peripheral at any point. The throbbing in my right arm settles as soon as I leave the cafe. Guess I'll ask Dadu Amayuri about Ferris some other day. Feels like all my exhaustion is caught up with me. And to make matters worse, it's boiling hot today. The sun's getting stronger as we enter August. Fed up with the heat, I wipe the sweat from my brow. Mary chases after me. She's smiling and waving at me, but her speed is clearly faster than mine.
どうした？フェイリス杯がもうお開きになったのか？
ちょっぴり抜けてきたの。この後はね、フェリスちゃんとご歓談タイムだよ。
You can chat with Ferris anytime.
それよりね、さっきの IBN5100 の話だけど、フェリスちゃんにもう一度写真を見せて聞いてみたんだ。
いい働きだ、マユリ。どことの脳なしスーパーハッカーとは大違いだな。それで？
フェリスちゃんが言うにはね、それは小学生になるかならないかの頃だったらしいんだけどね。
Well, this is not going to be helpful information, but thank you.
秋なのにとっても寒い日で、フェリスちゃんはブルブル震えながら執事の黒木さんに手をつながれて。
前置きが長い。 頼むから要点だけを話してくれ。
つまりね、お父さんのレトロ PC コレクションの一つを神社に奉納したことがあるんだって。その PC に似てるって言ってたよ。
Alright. It's a long shot, realistically speaking, but how much you want to bet that we can go to the shrine where the Lukaku is at and get the PC?
神社だと？
That's an unexpected combination. PCs and shrines, consumer electronics and ancient Shinto rituals. They're not even tangentially related.
どこの神社だ？
Mary tilts her head in confusion.
さあ、どこだろうね。
You didn't ask her? Even if she did ask her, do you think she'd remember?
まあいい。悪くないヒントだ。
The only shrines in Akiba are Kanda Myojin and Yanabayashi Shrine. I don't know if Ferris was living in Akiba at the time, but that's at least a start.
よし、参りは引き続き諜報活動に精を出せ。
情報？
わからないなら理解しなくていい。じゃあな。
オカリン、バイバイ。
Instead of returning to work, she keeps waving to me until I've vanished from her sight. That's so cute. Everyone needs a puppy friend. I think a lot of people would be happier if they had a puppy friend like Mayuri. Kanda Myojin is a larger, more popular shrine, so 9 out of 10 people would choose to donate something there. But when I inquire about the shrine office, nobody knows anything about an old computer. That leaves Yanabayashi Shrine.
誰だ？
What? All I can hear is static. Wrong number? No. Maybe.
機関だな。警告のつもりか。これ以上セルに手を出すなと言いたいのか。
は？
It's a woman's voice. And she clearly doesn't understand what the fuck I'm talking about.
機関の人間ではないのか。
違うわよ。マキセです。
マッキーセ？
What is who in Japanese? Is it Dare? Hold on. Now I gotta look it up. I think it's Dare. I was correct, but the way to say it the way he did it would be Darega. Darega. I think I remember this voice from somewhere.
悪いが思い出せない。どこで出会ったのか教えてくれ。パリかロンドンか。
秋葉原よ。つい昨日もあったろうが。
Yesterday. Makise. Did he really not remember her name and only remembered the shitty nickname they gave her?
おお、助手？
助手じゃない。マキセ・クリス。
クリスティーナと言ってくれないとわからないではないか。
クリスティーナでもねえよ。何度言わせんのよ。
お前は相変わらずキャンキャンとうるさいな。
Yeah, well, you're not calling her by her name. What kind of shit is this?
誰のせいだ。誰の。
ちょっと待って。お前、なぜ俺の電話番号を知っている？
Something's not right here. You sound like Kurisi's free of suspicion. She still could be a spy.
橋田さんに教えてもらったの。
なんだ、つまらんオチだな。それで、どうかしたのか、助手。
助手じゃないって言っとろうが。反論するのも馬鹿らしくなってきた。あんた今どこ？
柳林神社に向かっているところだが。
そう。じゃあね。
Huh?
あ。え？あ？なんだ今の？嫌がらせか？嫌がらせなのか？
Hey, what the fuck was that? How dare my sister treat me? A sister? My sister didn't treat me like this. My sister? What the fuck? I shall scold her most harshly the next time we meet. She thinks she's all that just because her thesis was publicized in Science magazine. I think that kind of makes her all that better.
サイエンス誌に論文が載ったからなんだというのだ。
いきなり何よ。
When I arrive at Yanabayashi's shrine, I find my assistant waiting for me there for some reason. She glares at me with her usual frown.
さっきの電話はなんだ。
あんたの居場所を聞いただけ。それでここに向かってるって言うから来た。
This is sus behavior. Plot twist, they're related. Now everyone who ships them are freaks. No one ships them. Everyone ships themselves and her. That does not count.
私も呼ばれた覚えはない。
Why is she always such a bad mood? Because you're an asshole?
なぜ俺に会いに来た。
会いたくて会いに来たんじゃないから。勘違いしないで。
No, she did the line. Guys, chat, she did the line. She keeps those abusive words coming.
昨日、別れ際に言われたことが気になって。
Eh?
何のことだ。
IBN5100。それに、セルン。
貴様、機関ではなくセルンのスパイだったか。この俺を殺しに来たのだな。そんなことだろうと思っていた。いかにも人を殺しそうな顔をしているからな。
やれやれ。
どんな顔よ。失礼だな。あんた、少しは落ち着いたら。いつもふざけたことばかり言って。とても私より年上には見えない。
We're older than her?
落ち着くか。
We can't be older than her by much. She was teaching at college.
常に身の危機にさらされ、逃亡に次ぐ逃亡を重ねてきた。
Hello, Diane.
これまでの俺の人生。
How are you today?
そんなヨタ話は全くわからない。
俺に喧嘩を売りに来たのか。
Diane, when are you playing Guitar Hero Man, bro? I know, I need to play Guitar Hero Man. When are you playing Space Channel 5, bro? I got it all loaded up and ready. I'm ready to go. But we had a deal. Doing my chem homework today. What's up? Ah, man, I haven't done chemistry in actual years. Diane, do you like sci-fi?
IBN5100 とセルンって組み合わせに興味が湧いただけよ。
そうではなく、お前が興味を持ったのはセルンでタイムマシン研究が行われていることだろ。素直になれ。
Sci-fi, yeah, science fiction. Because this is a sci-fi game. I don't know if I've ever met anyone who doesn't like banana bread. Like, even Amy. Amy doesn't like bananas, but she likes banana bread. At least I think that's what she said. So I don't know anyone who doesn't like banana bread. Yeah, well, this game is sci-fi. Right now, we have accidentally turned our microwave into a time machine, and we're trying to figure out how the fuck it works. So we've hacked into the government, and not the government. We've hacked into a research institute to find out that they're also working on a time machine, and lots of shenanigans and stuff are happening. Just because anyone who doesn't like banana bread is on a psych ward. You know what, man? Normally you say some out-of-pocket shit, Reese, but no, you might be right on that one. I don't know anybody who doesn't like fucking banana bread.
うるさいな。タイムマシンになんか興味ないわよ。それより IBN5100 は見つかったの？
それを確かめに来た。
Kirisu looks up at Yanabayashi Shrine and smiles archway.
神社に？
そうだ。
Then, with perfect timing, a beautiful girl or a boy dressed up in makeup garb. It doesn't matter. Why? I know it's 2010, but can we let this go? God damn.
んにちは。
ルカ子よ。お前、例のものはどうした？
妖刀さみだれのことですか？
常に携帯しろと言っておいたはずだ。
すみません。でも掃き掃除の時は邪魔になるので。
掃き掃除の最中に乗っ取られたらどうするつもりだ？誰も助けてはくれんぞ。
そうですね。
Also, Diane, we are weeb.
以後
Like a really, really big weeb.
ねえ、さっきから二人で何の話をしてるのよ。
Don't worry about it. Lukako finally notices Kurisu and gives me a puzzled look.
こちらの方は
助手だ。
違うわよ。っていうか何よその適当な紹介の仕方は。
俺は事実を述べたまでだ、クリスティーナ。
日本の方じゃないんですか？
日本の方です。
それよりルカ子、お前の父上と話を。
待て、紹介しなさいよ、ちゃんと。
紹介されたいのか？ちゃんと。
この状況で紹介されない方が不自然だろうが。
俺はお前をルカ子に紹介するためにここに来たのではない。
紹介するぐらい10秒もかからないのに、あくまで拒否するんか、あんたは。
I just popped the banana bread out of the pan. It looks beautiful. Good. Lukako's flustered. Looks like he thinks we're fighting.
こいつはマキセ・クリス、助手だ。
もういい。もう助手でいい。
よろしくお願いします、マキセさん。漆原ルカです。
よろしく。おいくつなの？
今年で17です。
私の1個下か。
Yeah, she's 18 too. She's just not that much. She's a couple months younger than me.
とても大人っぽくて1歳違いには見えないんです。
つまり老け顔ということだな。
That's fucked up. She glares at me.
違います。綺麗だっていう意味ですから。
サンクス。あなたはとても可愛らしいと思うわ。
I'm not gonna read this because it doesn't matter. The shock from learning the truth might be fuck off!
くだらん社交辞令は終わったか？
Now I'm debating when I should start my chicken Alfredo. Do it 45 minutes before you're getting before you get hungry. That's when you should do it.
いちいち言い方がムカつくわね。
ならばルカ子よ、お前の父上とお話ししたい。呼んできてはくれまいか？
はい、いいですけど、お父さんにお話って。
これは人類の未来に関わる重大な要件なのだ。
人類の
未来？
I mean, he doesn't know. He's just bullshit. He doesn't know he's right.
すぐ呼んできます。
Lukako races into the shrine office. He believes just about anything I say. Hey, stop it!
やだ、風邪ひいたかな。
Kurisu's sniffling should keep her too occupied to scold me. Lukako's father soon appears. Lukako's pretty flustered. He's practically dragging his father behind him.
お父さん、早く早く。
ちょっと待ってくれ。そんなにせかされても転んでしまうよ。
だって 人類の未来がかかっているんだよ。
そうか。それは大変だな。
I didn't think he'd actually get a character model. I've met Lukaku's father several times before. He's a gentle, respectable adult, with the exception of how he raised Lukaku. What do you mean? Apparently, the reason Lukaku wears Miko garb is because his father requested it. Maybe his dad's a pervert. It's not like I mean to mock the Shinto priesthood or anything like that. It would be odd in 2010 Japan for a father to dress his knowing son in traditionally female clothing. I don't know if him being a pervert has anything. He discredited himself, so I don't think that's the case. That is odd, given the circumstances.
いやあ、法院君、久しぶり。いつもルカがお世話になっていますね。
いえ、こちらこそ。
It's a dude. That's what they keep saying. I'm going with non-binary. Magic thinks they're trans. It doesn't matter. The point is that some kind of discrimination is happening here from the main character, and I hate it. And it's one of the things that I have to cut him slack for. It's one of the things I have to cut him slack for because it's written in 2010 or 2009. It's written in 2009, so you can't even be mad at it because they just didn't know better.
え、そうなのですか？
ジョッシュ、話がややこしくなるから喋るな。
事実を言っただけじゃない。
What does she come here for?
ルカから法院君だと聞かされていたからすっかりそう信じていたが、いやー、もしかしてこれはルカに一杯食わされたかな？
お父さん、そうじゃなくて、岡部さんは本名で法院という名前は
俺は法院です。
岡部倫太郎って親がつけてくれた名前でしょ。それを否定するの？
いいから黙れ、ザゾンビ。
誰がゾンビだ？
仲が良くていいですね。
I never understood that trope. Like everyone's clearly yelling at each other and arguing and shit. And it's like, oh, it's nice that you get along. Huh? I don't. What's going on here?
あなたもルカのお友達ですか？
Okay.
これからもルカと仲良くしてやってくださいね。
私は
この子は見ての通りとても可憐な子ですから。
お父さん、やめてよ。
Lucy looks like she's gonna cry for some reason. What's wrong? She upset that Luca's father assumes she's a friend? Lucy notices my stare and quickly turns away.
それで法院君、私に何か用事だとか。
That's right. This is no time for adult chatter. This meeting will shape the course of Ragnarok. The future of mankind is, well, whatever. I'm a mad scientist, not some sort of hero. Anyway, I explained to Lukaku's father that I need the IBM 5100. And then I asked him if that retro PC was donated to Yanabayashi Shrine. Of course, I don't disclose any classified information, like how we plan to hack CERN or how this is all related to the machine research.
奉納という言い方がふさわしいかどうかは分かりませんが、この神社には確かに9年ほど前に預けられた古い PC がありますよ。
Hey, told you. No way. Really? マジで？
それだ。
本当に？
それに間違いないです。
ちょっと待っていてください。今持ってきましょ
う。Lukaku's father comes back in about 10 minutes. His face bright red as he's carrying a large cardboard box. His gait is fairly unsteady. I wonder if he'll be okay.
探すのに手こずってしまいました。おそらくこれだと思います。
Lukiko's father places the box on the ground and takes a deep breath as he rubs his back. Don't lift with your back, man. Lift with your knees. Lift with your legs. I think I'm gonna take a look inside. Yep, that's it.
これが IBN5100
Now let's hope this bitch works. Inside is a simple computer with an integrated monitor. The monitor is only about as big as a GPS screen. I compare it to the IBN 5100 model image I got from Shining Finger. They look very similar.
ここを見てください。
Lukiko points to the logo between the tape drive and the monitor. It says IBN 5100 portable computer. You know what, man? You can have this laugh.
我ついに秋葉の都市伝説を解明する
You can have that, because he did. This is the Phantom PC of Akihabara. This is an excellent... It's in excellent condition. There's only a thin layer of dust on it. But it looks like we'll need to plug it in to see if it works. Now the problem is whether Lukiko's father will lend it to me or not.
漆原担当直入にお聞きしたいのですが、この PC を貸してもらうことは可能ですか？
いいですよ。
そんなあっさりと。
Is it okay for a piece to just let a property out like this? Items which are donated to the shrine? Never heard of anything like that. That's why I was expecting him to refuse.
これを私どもに預けた方から当時言われたのですよ。いつかこのパソコンをどうしても必要だとする若者が現れるから、その時は快く貸してもらって構わないとね。
Alright, well we already know some time shenanigans just happened, but...
まさか本当にこうして現れるとは思いませんでしたよ。というか、私もそのことづてのことはついさっきまで忘れていたぐらいです。ですから、これは法王院君にお貸ししましょう。ただし、使い終わったら必ず返してくださいね。
はい。ありがとうございます。
I bow deeply, but in my heart, I'm grinning like a madman. I can't stop laughing. Things are going to even better than I anticipated. It's almost like everything's being handed to me on a silver platter. Gee, I wonder about that. Now certain secrets will be laid bare. We can expose their wicked research and possibly even gather hints on how to build a time machine. And then I can beat them to the punch and complete the first time machine in human history. Now I have to get the IBN 5100 back to the lab. But unfortunately, I don't have a car to transport it. In fact, I don't even have a license. Same goes for my assistant.
アメリカでは16歳から普通免許を取れるというではないか。にもかかわらず持っていないのか？
Bitch, are we in America?
何よ、悪い？向こうじゃ研究漬けだったのよ。
青春を無駄に過ごしているな。
あんたを見てるとそうとも思えないけど、むしろ私の方がよっぽど有意義な過ごし方してると思う。
I was gonna say, like, she probably does not want to hear that from you. Touche.
喧嘩は良くないです。
That was light banter. That wasn't really fighting. Lukiko's flustered again.
ルカ子、今日は助かった。改めて父上には礼を言っておいてくれ。
Lukiko's dad has already returned to the shrine office. Lukiko nods.
あなたのお父さん、素敵な人ね。
Lukiko and I freeze at my assistant's nonchalant words.
お父さんは結婚してまして。 は良くないです。
はい。
そうか、助手よ。お前は親父好きだったか。
待った、二人とも勘違いするな。そういう意味じゃない。
お父さんは渡せません。
泣かないでよ。私が言ったのは親子で仲が良くて羨ましいなってこと。それ以上の意味はないから。
そうでしたか。すみません、変な勘違いして。僕はなんで失礼なことを。
Why are they crying? Because she said your father's a nice guy, and the way I think I can only assume that the way she said it implied that she was interested in dating him, which to which Lukako was like, "No, my dad's already married. No."
だから泣かないでよ。誤解が解けたならもうそれでいい。
だが心の奥底ではルカパパへの募る思いが
ねえよ。
You know, short, succinct. I like it. Die. Christina turns away. I decided to leave it at that. Angering her further would lead to violence.
ルカ子、サミダレでの素振りを忘れるなよ。
はい、頑張ります。エルサイこんがり。
コングルーだ。いい加減覚えろ。
すみません。
ちょっとあんた、女の子をいじめるなんて最低じゃない。
I wouldn't know. It's so heavy I can barely get off the ground. What's in the box? Is the bitch that heavy? Hold on. Oh, you know what? It doesn't look it, but if you actually like Google pictures of it, this motherfucker is actually quite big. So yeah, no, that's a big motherfucker. Holy shit, that's a big. It's like the size of a tower. So yeah, it probably is heavy. It doesn't look like it's that big, but it is. No, I think now I know why Luca's father was red in the face when he carried this thing.
そんなに重いんですか？
なんじゃくね。CRT のモニターぐらいの大きさなのに。
ならばお前が持ってみるがいい。
Alright, like why don't you carry it
俺の言葉
then?
が間違いではないとわかるはずだ。
Also, I'm playing Stardew Valley, and I just gave a war vet some roasted nuts for his birthday. Yay. Produces size, grabs both end of the cardboard box, and lifts. She strains with all her might, but gives up without lifting, giving you a centimeter.
すごく重いです。
She blushes slightly, but still maintains her usual frown. My assistant seems to have a strong competitive spirit.
30キロくらいあるんじゃない？これ。
Alright, time to do the conversion. That is 66 pounds. It would suck, but you could probably carry that.
台車か何か借りた方がいいかもね。漆原さん、この神社に台車ない？
あるんですけど、 壊れちゃっててすみません。
そう。他に借りられそうなところは？
いや、台車は必要ない。
だったらどうやって持って帰るの？ここからあんたのボロラボまで歩くと10分くらいかかるわよ。
一人では重すぎてきついかもしれないが、二人ならば別だ。俺とお前で持っていけばいい。そのための助手だろ。
Well, I mean, I figured they would do that anyway, but she's gonna protest for a second. And now that the same word vet just mailed me a recipe for something called sugar meal, super meal. Weiss, do you know about that guy on Twitter that's been ranting and raving about horse electrolytes? He's been fucking drinking horse electrolytes. He's like, oh my fucking, I can see clear, bro. Oh, that should protest. Oh, let's see. There it is.
Eh?
Why did you blush? Why are you blushing now?
断ると言ったか？
うるさいな。そうよ。断ったのよ。
Wait. Am I supposed? Did she make an anime reference? Did she do the JoJo thing? When did JoJo Part 4 come out? Did he just post out of pocket shit? Not only does he post out of pocket shit, I'm pretty positive he's one of the crazy right-wing people. No, JoJo Part 4 came out a long ass time ago, but that's the only reference that I can imagine that she would make in a time like this, because she said Daga Kotoaru, which is like the Rohan thing, but I don't think that meme was a thing before her. Yeah, but I refuse is a famous manga quote. Yeah, okay, all right, maybe I'm wrong, but she just made a JoJo reference. One of these days, I have to show you I have to show you me as an anime character, because this is one girl in a harem anime that is literally just me as an anime character. All she does is make fun of people for not knowing JoJo.
私はもともと知識を貸すってことでラボ面にさせられたのよ。よってこの場合、次の回を導ける。力仕事は無理。
そうか。では仕方ない。とりあえず俺は頑張って運ぶつもりだが。
Also in Stardew, you can have ducks, and if they go near water, they swim in it. It's really fucking cute. Birds are cringe still.
じゃあ僕が。
漆原さんが？大丈夫なの？
はい。頑張ります。
いや、ルカ子、お前に手伝わせるわけにはいかん。俺が一人で何とかする。
You're manipulating Lukako here, though, bro.
いえ、そんな遠慮しないでください。僕、岡部さんのお役に立ちたくて。
いや、俺が一人で。
僕も手伝います。
じゃあ、私も。
え？
どうぞどうぞ。知らなかったのか、クリスティーナ。これこそがジャパネーズギャグというものだ。ルカ子よ、協力ご苦労。というわけで、この PC は俺と助手で運ぶから、お前は手伝わなくてもいいぞ。
She can still refuse, though.
はい、そういうことでしたら。
さあ助手、自分から立候補した以上もう拒否することは許さんぞ。持て、今すぐ持て。
はいはい。
Yeah, well, there you go. You can see his face. Kurisu and I lift up the cardboard box. The burden's considerably easier when distributed between two people.
なんで私たちお見合い状態なわけ？
We're positioned so that we're looking at each other. But there's no other way to hold it, so what can you do? That is just not true.
いいから行くぞ。
I start to walk out of the shrine.
待って待って待て！
なんだうるさいやつだな。
あんたね、前に進まないでよ。私が後ろ歩きしなくちゃいけないでしょ。横に動きなさい。
いいからキビキビ動け助手。
聞いて、頼むから聞いて。後ろ歩きはさすがに無理。
助手ならばできるはずだ。
See, now he's just being a dick for no reason.
期待してくれてどうも。でも無理。横歩きに変更求む。つうかしろ、変更しろ。転んじゃうから。
If you drop the computer, then it's useless. You just do what she says. It's dark by the time we get into the... I know that was supposed to be a joke, but like it just wasn't. He's just being a dick. It's normally less than 15-minute walk, but since Kirisi kept begging to take breaks, it ended up taking twice as long. What? She not allowed to take a break, bro? It's not like you don't get winded going down the stairs. Fuck off.
やっと着いた。疲れた。
お前がああだこうだと文句を言わなければもっと早く着いていたのだ。
その言葉そっくり返してやる。あんただって5回は途中で休憩しようって言った。
Yeah, come on, bro.
あれは
You're both weak bitches. Let's move
俺の
on.
体の不調だ。
どこか悪いの？
ああ、たまに右腕がうずくのだ。そうすると俺の心はどす黒い破壊衝動に支配され。
You know what's sad is that she actually like gave a shit for a second.
うっさい黙れ。あんたの右腕の末梢神経も含めて根こそぎ引き抜くぞ。
Holy crap, there's something wrong with this girl. There's something wrong with you! Rip out my nerves. Is that something like last year's new gen incidents? What is that? Fictional. Okay, not a real thing. The popular name for a string of bizarre serial murders that occurred in Shibuya 1 year ago. A total of 14 people died in several incidents. The methods of murder were entirely unorthodox, which led to its cult popularity among Shibuya. As a result, the mass media dubbed it the new generation madness. A 25-year-old man was arrested as the culprit, but he passed away in Shibuya earthquake immediately afterwards. Rumors remain on the internet that he was not the true culprit to this very day. Okay, I'll shut up. Let's bring the ambient 5100 into the lab. The final barrier awaits. Isn't Homegirl at the beginning? She probably can help carry it. We have to ascend the rickety building's narrow entrance.
と呼んだ方がいいんじゃない？
そうだな。
I checked the window. The lab's lights are on.
あれ？
Yeah, there she is. Part-time warrior comes out of the Braun Tube workshop with perfect timing.
岡部倫太郎じゃん。何運んでんの？
Did she say Chan?
聞きたいのか？では教えよう。
Where's my log? Log.
岡部倫太郎じゃん。
Yeah, she said
何
Chan.
運んでんの？
待った。立ち話するならひとまず段ボール下ろさない？
いや、別に立ち話をする必要はないぞ。
んで、何なのそれ？
IBN5100 と言ったらどうする？
嘘、すごい、手に入れたんだ。やるね、岡部倫太郎。
Or she stopped calling me by my full name. If she's gonna do that, she should at least call me Yo and Kyomo.
どこにあった？重いんだけど。
Kurisu starts giving in. I'm about on my limit too.
一旦下ろせ。
Kurisu and I place it on the ground gently so as not to damage its contents.
ね、どこにあったの？
柳林神社だ。
柳林神社？神社って神の社？
ああ。
なんだってそんなところに。
Then suddenly Suzuha looks at Kurisu.
あ、
She gasps and approaches Kurisu until they're close enough to touch each other's breath. Okay.
何ですか？
牧瀬クリス？
そうだけど。
What's happening right now? For some reason, she stares at Kurisu with frightful intensity. Kurisu narrows her eyes in opposition. I love that. She's cool. What's going on here? I can't move a muscle. The air's too thick with tension.
何なの？私、あなたに何かしました？
Huh? Suzuha turns away without looking back, disappears into Brown Tube Workshop.
今の誰？
Now Kurisu demands answers from me.
1階のブラウン管工房のバイトだ。
なんで私睨まれたわけ？
知らん。お前が何か怒らせるような真似をしたのではないのか？
What was that?
彼女とは今初めて会ったのに失礼な人ね。
Kurisu picked a fight with me the first time we met too, but that was an hallucination, so I don't say anything. I get Daru and Maida Yuri to come down to help us. The four of us carry the IBN 5100 upstairs. Daru could probably do it himself.
これで俺たちは戦える。
戦うって誰と？
セル。そして世界を牛耳る支配構造とだ。
あんたって本当に幸せそうね。
幸せ？そんなものは望んでいないさ。俺を誰だと思っている？狂気のマッドサイエンティストだぞ。俺が手に入れたい混沌、そのためのタイムマシンだ。
ごめん、言い直す。あんたって本当にベータエンドルフィン過剰分泌によるジャンキーね。
Beta endorphins, a neurotransmitter secreted by the brain, effectively suppresses pain and stress and produces euphoria. The phenomenon known as runner's high can be explained by the secretion of beta endorphins. Oh, okay. I don't know if anyone's ever had a runner's high. That shit feels great.
オカリン、オカリン、悪いことはダメっていつも言ってるのに。
けどすげえよ、マジで見つけてくるなんて。僕たちにできないことを平然とやってのける。そこにしびれる。
憧れないけどね。
え
For a moment, there's a complete silence.
見つけられたのはね、マユシーのお手柄なんだよ。
It is thanks to you. Good job, Mayushi. Yuri always, obliviously, as always, puffs out her chest with pride. She did most of the work. She found all the information. All we had to do was find it. But I don't know, Miss Kirisu's relieved sigh. She keeps dropping manga quotes. Does that mean, does this mean what I think it means? Was that a manga quote? That one I didn't catch. I think she did it before too in the previous part, but I missed it because I didn't know what she was referencing. But the JoJo one I got.
マユシー情報がなかったらオカリンは今もう秋葉の街をふらふらさまよってたんだもん。
ああ、マユリの言う通りだ。今回ばかりはよくやってくれた。
ということでマユシーはそろそろ帰るね。
ああ。
クリスちゃんはどうする？途中まで一緒に帰ろう。
ありがとう。でももうしばらくここにいるわ。
Looks like Kurisu is interested in the IBN 5100 in CERN after all. That reminds me, I haven't filled her in yet.
そっか。あんまり遅くならないうちに帰った方がいいよ。じゃあまた明日ね。トゥットゥルー。
Mary waves her hand and she leaves.
それでダル IBN5100 はいつからセルンへのハッキングに使えそうだ。
そうだな。
Better talks as he plugs the IBN 5100's power adapter into the wall. He turns the machine on and the power supply begins to make a turbulent noise.
すげえ、ちゃんと電源ついた。まずこいつの使い方を覚えなきゃなんだぜ。そもそも配線つなげたりも大変そうだし、ちょっと時間かかるかも。サーバー管理者の ID 探しと同時進行は無理っぽ。
構わん。ID 探しを優先させてくれ。できれば今月中に IBN5100 を使えるようにはしてもらいたいところだが。
今月ってまだ30日丸々残ってんじゃん。さすがに来月まではかからねっつーの。
It's my super hacker.
それで
Have you found any leads yet? Nothing at all on my end. I've been to a lot of stores, but none of them had an IBN 5100 on display. Maybe I should have tried asking. Anyway, let me know if you find anything, Moeka. Let's respond to her!
ちょっと岡部。
あ
I look up and Kurisu is glaring at me.
今なんて言った？
岡部って言ったのよ。
岡部だと。
Take one step toward Kurisu. And she takes a step back.
オカリン、タンマタンマ。
Better tries to hold me back, but I shake him off and take a step closer. Kurisu doesn't step back this time. Without taking her eyes off me, she bites her lip and curls her hands into fists.
今岡部と言ったか？
言ったわよ。悪い？確かに私はあんたより年下だけど、人のことクリスティーナだとかゾンビだとか呼ぶ相手がいるとき、そいつには敬意を表さないとするのが私の考えなんだから。
違う。
Yeah, I'm like, that's not the issue he's having right now.
俺は岡部ではない。不法員強魔だ。何度言わせればわかるのだ、クリスティーナ。
自分のこと棚に上げすぎだろ、あんた。
いい子、俺のことは法員あるいは強魔と呼ぶように。
お断りします。
Kurisu snaps at me and turns away. Are those tears in her eyes?
もしかして泣いたのか？
泣いてないわよ、バカ。男の人に怖い顔で迫られて恐怖を感じちゃったりなんかしてないし、その後のあんたのバカゼリフにホッとして涙が出ちゃったわけでもないからな。
Alright. Brother, it's time to stop. Alright? You've now officially terrified this poor girl. It's time to stop with the delusion thing, at least around her. She stalks over to the window and stares outside. I see her wipe her eyes with the back of her hand. Seems she was crying after all. Gee, I wonder why that happened.
誰よ助手はなぜ泣いている
今本人が全部説明したわけだが
俺は名前の間違いを正しただけだ
強気に見えて意外と打たれ弱いのかもそれはそれで燃えるけど
You know that meme of Mr. Krabs saying we used to kill people with hammers for saying that? That's what I think of half this shit. What? Wait, what did Mr. Krabs say that? What? What? No, I don't know that meme. What the fuck? We used to kill people with hammers for saying that. That's what I think of half the shit this dickhead says. No, I do not remember this. Oh, whatever. Back to checking my email. But I'm thirsty for this hard day's work, so before that, I take a fresh dock pee from another fridge.
ねえ、話を聞かせてくれないの
Dr. People! I toss a better bottle to Kurisu when she turns around. She tries to catch it, but fails magnificently. She picks up the bottle on the floor and then shoots me a glare.
それでも飲んで少し待っていてくれ
お気遣いありがとう
I need to send a reply to Shining Finger. She ended up being no help at all, but I suppose I can't just say nothing. I got the goods. Over. I send a concise message as possible, and now she's going to come to your location. She has found you. In the actual show, he said we used to bully people for saying that, but someone changed it to say we used to kill people with hammers. That's much funnier.
さて
No, like, don't even put your phone down. She's gonna text you back now. Yeah, see? She found she got here immediately. Gimme. What's this nonsense? I send that. Let me borrow it, Moeka. It's easy to imagine what will happen if I lend it to her. She'll disappear. I'll never see the IBN 5100 again. No borrowing either. You can come over to our lab if you want to see it, but no touching. Address. I had the lab's address and send the mail. No more replies come.
待たせたなクリスティ
I look up and see Kurisu drinking the Dr. Pepper.
助手はドクターペッパーがいける口か
本場で7年過ごしてきたからな
なるほどお前とはいい飲み友達になれそうだ
私は未成年よ
So is he. He's not old enough to drink, I don't think.
そうではないドクターペッパーを飲み交わす友達という意味だ
それ限定なのか
I mean, probably actually water, but... Kurisu shrugs her shoulders and takes another swig, signaling me to talk. And so, I explained how Daru and I hacked... I mean, Daru really, hacked CERN. And how they've already had the LHC in operation for 9 years. And how they successfully created mini black holes. Your Honor, I've survived hell, time for laundry and eventually food. Dizzy, you keep missing a character here called Mayuri. And she is a puppy friend, and I think she's your favorite character. And how it looks like they're researching time travel. And also, who? Mayuri. Type it in chat for you. Mayuri. If you Google them, you'll find them. But like, I think they're your favorite character. They're such a puppy. And also how they haven't disclosed any of that to the world. Kurisu's expression grows more and more intense as she listens to the story.
確かにセルンは妙だけど それと IBN5100 とどういう関係が？
セルンのデータベースに IBN5100 が使われているのだ。
だから
そのデータベースの情報を解読するには同じく IBN5100 を使うほかないということだ。
なんでそうわかるのよ。
とある筋からの情報だ。
I don't drop Tito's name. I have no doubt the genius girl would laugh if I did. But as he puts a finger to her lip, even thought.
IBN5100 云々はともかく、セルンが本当にそんな研究をしているのか確証が欲しい。
True, we didn't get any definite proof of a certain time travel research the last time we hacked in.
ダル、セルンのサーバー管理者のパスワードを見つけるのは時間がかかるのか？
ちょうどこれからやろうと思ってたんよ。半日はかからないんじゃね？
というわけだ。
それまで待つの。
I love them. 13 get upset. Yeah, see. Oh, I wouldn't want Hashida-san to hyperventilate. What? Oh, from Lukako. I really want to cook for Yokobe-san, but it's probably best if I don't. They're so cute. Lukako is also really cute too. Ugh.
待つってもう夜になってる件について今日は一度帰って明日の朝また来れば？
いいえ、
Luca with a K.
1マイクロ秒でも早く知りたいから。
いい心がけだ。もはやセルンに隠された陰謀に魅了され、知りたくてたまらないという様子だな。
あんたたちの言うことがもし事実だとするなら、こんなふざけたことってない。セルンは世界最高の研究機関なのよ。そこが実験結果を公表せずに極秘で実験してるなんて、世界中の研究者をバカにしてる。もし事実ならだけど。
She finishes by emphasizing that point again. Doesn't look like she believes us.
ではダル、任せたぞ。
According to Dudley's research, the IBN 5100 weighs 25 kilos. That's significantly less than what was before. How many pounds is that? That's about 50 pounds. What did I say before? Didn't she say like 60? Like that's like less than half of it. Whatever, I'm not gonna go back and look at it. We'll carry the cardboard box to the room half dragging it. Kurisu follows.
電話レンジ見せてもらっていい？
よかろう。実験してみるか？
あれ以来一度も再現はできてないのよね。過去へメールを送る現象。理由は把握してる？
I'm only shaking my head.
ちょっと試してみましょう。
Kurisu looks around the development room.
しかしガラクタだらけね。
ガラクタではない。お前はまだ知らないようだから特別に教えてやろう。これは我ら未来ガジェット研究所がその科学力の推移を結集させて発明した栄えある未来ガジェットたちである。ここに保管されているのは未来ガジェット1号から7号までであり、電話レンジ括弧仮は未来ガジェット8号にナンバリングされるのだ。
未来ガジェットね。
Kurisu casually picks up future gadget number 4, Mode Snake up off the shelf and stares at it.
ちょっとこれって兵器じゃないの？
No?
未来ガジェット4号機モアッドスネークはクレイモア地雷に似せて作られた瞬間加湿器だ。
Oh.
紛らわしいな。
水を入れて電源を入れればわずか数秒で大量の蒸気が吹き出すのだ。
Yeah, I was like, we didn't have weapons, but that's what the claymore is.
やっぱりガラクタだな。
Kurisu sighs and returns Mold Snake to the shelf.
これ借りるわよ。
Without waiting for a reply, she grabs Dadu's never-worn lab coat and from the shelf and puts it on gallantly. Yeah, there you go.
やっぱり落ち着くな、白衣。
Overcome with emotion, I seize Kurisu's hand and grasp it firmly.
助手よ、お前は分かっているじゃないか。
何がよ、話してよ。
She does get it, though.
やはり研究開発においては白衣こそがユニフォームだよな。
I told Dadu it over and over again, but he wouldn't wear one. My assistant is different. She put it on before I even said anything.
やはり俺の目に狂いはなかった。クレスティーナ、お前は最高の助手だ。
褒めてくれてるのかもしれんが、私にしてみれば侮辱されてるとしか思えんぞ。おい。
No. It was a compliment, though. He shakes off my hand and turns her back to me.
その白衣はラボ面加入記念としてお前にプレゼントしよう。もともと誰も使っていなかったのだ。気兼ねすることはない。あるいはその白衣は元からお前に巡り合うべくして巡り合ったのかもしれん。ダルが着ようとしなかったのもまた必然。すべてはシュタインズン。
くだらないこと言ってないで実験してみましょう。
Kurisu throws both hands into the lab coat's pockets and then bends down to look at the time machine now placed under the table. The previous experiment broke the table and even left a hole in the floor. There's a danger that will happen again if we successfully reproduce the discharge phenomena, so unfortunately we'll need to leave it on the floor for now.
これって電子レンジの方は何もいじってないんでしょ。
I point to the X68000. There's a code on the screen.
常時ターミナルモードにしてやる。どんな設定にもできるのだ。市販されている電子レンジよりも無茶をさせることも可能だ。
放電現象が起きた時はどんな設定にしてた？
特に何も。出荷時設定のままだった。
バナナもらうわよ。
The bunch of bananas only has three left.
それは前よりのものだ。
だったらあんたに許可取らなくていいわね。明日新しいバナナ買ってくることにしてと。
Kurisu takes one banana from the bunch, squats down and places it in the phone wave, names after the change. She begins typing on her phone. She pushes send and the phone wave, names after the change, begins to turn backwards. After 120 seconds, the chime rings.
何も起きてない。
The banana is still in the microwave, unjellified. Kurisu yelps as she tries to take out the banana, but it quickly draws back her hand. She's just blowing on her fingers.
温められてるわ。
レンジが普通に動作したということか。
This proves that the hidden functionality Mayuri found wasn't a freezing function, but we already knew that. Undaunted, Kurisu throws in a new banana and once again begins reverse rotation for 120 seconds. But the second banana warms up too. You can't reproduce the jellification phenomena, much less send mail to the past.
どういうことだ。
やっぱりこの前起きたことはイレギュラーだったっていうことか。
イレギュラーだろうがなんだろうが原因を究明せねばならない。
それには同意。
We agree for once. But Kurisu's motives and my motives are probably the exact opposite. She wants to prove it's not real, and I want to prove it is. My assistant here wants to disprove my theory of the phone wave name subject change is in fact a time machine.
この前の実験では ちぎられたバナナは電話レンジカッコ仮で120秒間を過ごした後、バナナの房へとゲル化して瞬間移動した。これは120秒前の状態に戻ったと考えるべきだ。
違う。120秒前の状態に戻るならゲル化はしない。
So she wants to say that because it was jellified, it didn't travel back in time.
唐揚げはゲル化せずに冷凍状態へと戻ったのだぞ。
そのゲル化せずに冷凍状態へ戻ったっていうロジックも怪しい。冷凍されていただけでゲル化そのものは起きていた可能性については検証した？
No, I didn't. They Mary ate the refrozen chicken. What? Why did she do that?
塩に関してはゲル化はしなかった。
何も変化しなかったって定義すべき。
この前の放電現象が発生した後、徹夜で実験した結果、キャベツ、大根、米、こんにゃく、メロンパン、ガルガリ君、カップ麺、いずれも何も起きなかった。
I don't know what crunchy cut is. Fictional brand of popsicle that is popular throughout Japan. In addition to the standard soda flavor, over 50 varieties have sold, including cola, grape, limited promotion flavors. Upon finishing one, you win may be found written on the stick, and a winning stick earns a free popsicle. The chances of winning are rumored to be around 2%.
液体に関しても同様だ。あの日は放電現象の前後で実験の成功率が180度変わった。放電現象前は全て成功、放電現象後は全て失敗。
レンジが電気を溜め込んでるとか？ゲル化したものはフラクタル構造のようだって言ってたわよね。塩はもともと単純構造だから影響を受けないのかな。電気とどんな関係が？
ここはタイムトラベル理論を前提に考えてみるべきだ。
ダメ。結論ありきで考えるのは良くない。
すでにいくつも実験成功例があるのだぞ。それを否定するのか？
You have several successful experiments, but you don't understand why, which means you need to start at the beginning. Why did that happen?
私は別にこれがタイムマシンじゃなくてもちっとも困らないから。そもそもこの小さな電子レンジの中でビッグバンに匹敵するエネルギーが発生していると定義するのは無理がある。
Lucy frowns deeply.
放電現象の再現、それにフラクタル構造化の再現、どちらもできなくなってしまった理由があるはず。やり方は何も変えていない。設定も全く変えていない。実験対象も変更なし。それ以外で変動する条件というと、
誰が観測するかだな。
何よそれ。
That actually is a good point. They were talking about it early in the game, but like they were talking about how quantumly speaking, things changed based on how they were observed. So maybe that has something to do with it.
量子論だ。観測者は実験の重要な要素だ。
放電現象が起きた時はここには4人いた。でもその前に橋田さんが1人の時にも発生してる。フラクタル構造化した実験時は2人の時や3人の時があった。私たちは2人ともどちらの現象も見ている。つまり条件は変わっていないはず。
だとしたら、
There must be some other variable. So let me see if I can figure this out. Something that changed. I was gonna say maybe it was the phone that mattered, but we've tried it with everyone else's phone and our own, so that can't be the case because we've already tried because they tried reproducing on their own. I can only assume that they used their phone, unless they did, but I can assume that's the case. What else changed? The location shouldn't matter. Also, maybe it does, but I feel like it shouldn't matter. I suppose who was making the call changed, but it's on the tip of my tongue. Then I hear a rumbling from Kirisu's stomach.
腹が減ったのか？
うるさいな。お昼から何も食べてないのよ。
He just asked you if you were hungry. He didn't make fun of you. Kirisu turns away as she looks at her watch.
もう8時か。
バナナを食うがいい。ただし、食べていいのはさっき温めた2本だぞ。実験で使った食材は美味しくいただけ。あるいは買い置きのカップ麺があるが。いらないか？やはりアメリカ生活が長いとファーストフードの方が好きになるものなのか。
カップ麺。
何？
カップ麺もらうわ。
カップ麺をか？
ちなみに味は？
醤油味と塩味がある。
Soy sauce flavor. I don't even know what that would taste like. Would it just be salty? Then again, I have a compromised sense of taste, so
塩味。
she seems in the mood to eat.
それとフォークある？
She can't use chopsticks. It's past midnight. At 8 o'clock, the two of us silently ate the cup of noodles and warm bananas. Deru said he didn't want any, and ever since then, we've been examining the phone wave name subject to change. I mainly focus on the terminal mode settings through the X68000. The programs that were all wizard class though, as if coming straight from a digital brain, so I can't understand most of them. Kudus has been examining the AC adapter in the lab's electrical switchboard for a while, though we stopped when she tried to disassemble it. It's early morning and she's still no signs of leaving. Where's she staying anyway? She's been in Japan for 2 whole months, and she did say she was going back to America this month. Trains aren't running this late, so I guess she might not be able to leave even if she wants to. But in that case, why did she leave before the train stopped? Don't tell me she plans to stay. No girls have ever stayed over at the lab. Mayuri has a curfew, and she always goes back home to Ikebukuro. Deru and I frequently stay here, though. It's not an exaggeration to say we live here half the time. Maybe it's normal for American girls to stay overnight at labs.
クリスティーナ、こんな時間までここにいていいのか？せめて家に連絡したらどうだ？
連絡なんて必要ないから。
何？お前の親は放任主義なのか
Kudus turns to me and sighs.
父親とはかれこれ7年も会ってない。母親はアメリカ。私は今はホテル暮らし。分かった？
Living in a hotel. Well, true. Renting an apartment just for a month is absurd, but
セレブメン。アメリカ人ならホテルよりモーテルだろ。
no, what the fuck? Ew.
私はアメリカ人じゃないし、東京のど真ん中にモーテルはないだろ。
どんなホテルだ？
どんなってお茶の水にある普通のホテルよ。
お茶の水？ではここから歩いて帰れるではないか。
まあね。
I see. That's why she's so flexible with her schedule. I understand.
では父親の件について聞こう。
は
？7年会っていないと言ったな。
なんであんたが私の父親に興味持つのよ。
お前がこれ見よがしに父親のことを口にしたのではないか。それはつまり父親の件について相談に乗ってくださいお願いしますというメッセージだろう。
No, but I mean, it depends on who you're talking to. Sometimes that could be it could be an underlying meaning of I actually want to talk about this, but you can't assume that.
そんなわけあるか。
よかろう。お前は俺の助手だ。助手の悩みには乗ってやらなければな。というわけで張り切って話すがいい。
Kudus points pouts and says no more. Instead, she glares at the circuit box on the wall.
どうした？
あんたに話すことなんて何もない。
そうか、わかったぞ。お前の父親はもともとは英雄だったが、やがてその身を悪に染め、今や帝国の幹部として黒マスクと黒マントを身につけ、広報言っているのだな。そして将来的に親子で戦う運命に。
You just quote Star Wars to her? And I think it hurt Kirisu's teeth grind.
もしかしてすごく怒っているか？
人の家族の問題を。
Kirisu doesn't look me in the eye, but her low voice tells me how mad she is.
そうやって茶化さないで。あんた今、私の心に土足で踏み込んだのよ。
Could her father's situation be a landmine? Dog. It was not that hard to figure out. Maybe I should apologize. Yes! Please apologize. I will actually give you kudos if you apologize. Try to think of the words before I can say anything.
きったー
And his war cry echoes throughout the lab.
誰？やったのか？
ミッションコンプリート。
That it shows his white teeth in a white grin that gives a thumbs up.
サーバー管理者の ID とパスを手に入れたぜ。これでもう弛緩し放題だ。ヒャッホー
IBN5100 が使われている方のデータベースは？
そっちは独立して存在してるわけで、今回は全然関係ないだろ上皇。そもそもそんな特殊なプログラムで組まれたデータベースじゃアクセスできる人間だって限られるっしょ。所長クラスでもアクセスできないっぽい。
That's crazy.
所長クラス以上の役職など存在するのか？
セルン評議会ってのがあるらしい。
評議会とはいかにもなネーミングだな。
いかにもって何が？
ラスボスとしてのネーミングに決まっているだろう。
Kirisu looks at me coldly. Whatever, let's leave the IBN 5100 database for another day.
ダル、早速タイムトラベル理論についての情報があるか調べてくれ。
オキドキ。前に調べた時 Z プログラムってのが怪しかったよな。
それとゼリーマンズレポートだ。
This is some creamy ass Alfredo sauce. Did you put milk in it or something? We couldn't get concrete information on that either before. Kusu stares holes into the monitor. Her angry expression has disappeared.
とくと見ておくがいい。そしてその目に焼き付けろ。セルンがしている世界への欺瞞という現実をな。
うほう、見つけた。LHC 計画担当責任者来たこれ。
Use cream cheese and shredded cheese. Ah.
責任者ということはかなり重要なポストだな。
今そいつの PC を覗いてるぞよ。Z プログラムと
Z はゼリーの略で間違いないな。
ゼリーは J よ。JELLY。
ケアレスミス、かこ悪い。
つまりそんな単純なネーミングのはずがないのだ。これには重要な意味が隠されている。間違いなくダブルミーニング。
Daniel, who's been searching through the log, suddenly stops.
お、来た来た。
He displays a graphic on the monitor. Looks like a scan of a very old paper document. The letterhead reads Z program top secret.
プログラム立案日は1973年になってる。
セルンができたのは
1954年。
I asked Daru, but Kirisu answers instead, her tone flat. I thought that maybe CERN was formed with the Z program in mind, but 54 means my guess was way off.
IBN5100 が発売されたのは
1975年。
So maybe that's why the IBN 5100 was central in CERN's operations. The years match, after all. No, that's wrong. No, that's wrong! Can't be something as stupidly simple as that. There has to be a worldwide conspiracy involved. Why does there have to be anything? Maybe IBM hid their proprietary programming language in the IBM 5100 for sole purpose of its use to CERN's Z program. IBM and CERN are co-conspirators, and both of them are being manipulated from the shadows by an even larger organization. Yeah, that's way more interesting.
うげ JPEG かよ、ふざけんな。コピペできねえじゃん。
Beru mutters some complaint.
テキストはフランス語じゃないんだ。
What's on screen right now looks like English.
いや、フランス語やらオランダ語やらドイツ語で書かれたものもあるお。中身は同じみたいだけど。
時空の支配とそれに基づく歴史の破壊。言い換えれば、過去から未来までを含む委員会による完全なる理想郷を実現することは、21世紀に向けてのセルンの存在意義となるだろう。
She's speaking a little stilted clip. Hold on, isn't she reading what's on the monitor?
あ、そっか。マキセ氏って英語できるんじゃん。
でかした助手。お前がアメリカに留学したのも全て今日この時のためだったのだな。
そんなわけあるか。勝手に運命感じないで。
Beru relinquishes his chair, allowing Kurisu to sit in front of the computer.
本実験計画は機密保持のため、また臨機応変な計画名の変更を可能にするため、Z プログラムと命名された。
Destroying the history based on the rule of the time space and achieving the complete utopia by committee, including the future from the past. In other words, will become the significance of the existence of CERN for the 21st century. It was named Z program, so the actual experiment plan might be unable to change the inflexible plan name. Moreover, for the security protection. Okay.
Z はすなわちオメガであり、ヤーである。その名に意味、あるいは何らかの情熱的な精神を込めることを禁止する。プログラム従事者に不利益を与えることが推測されるためである。Z プログラムは国家間の枠組みを超えた極秘共同プロジェクトであり、電磁波研究と同じく300人委員会から承認を受けた最優先研究事項である。以後、セルンにおいて行われる他の研究のすべては、この Z プログラムの隠れ蓑として機能させることが決定された。
I guess Kurisu's reading the preface of the document. It's getting rather dull.
Z プログラムの具体的な内容は書かれていないのか。
Beru taps on the keyboard from the side, bringing up another window.
あった。あ、これは。
Kurisu bends forward and stares wide-eyed at the words on the screen.
なんだ。
Z プログラムでは高エネルギーの陽子衝突を用いた時空間転移実験を行う。
Ah, that's time travel. Time-space displacement experiments, time travel. In other words,
タイムトラベル実験。
I have to struggle to keep from shouting. I quickly run over to the window and close it. It might make it hotter inside, but it'd be worse for people outside to overhear us.
本当だったなんて。しかも40年近く前から世界中の科学者を欺いてきたっていうの。
俺の睨んだ通りだな。セルンの裏には巨大な影が潜んでいる。おそらく機関、あるいはそれに準ずる組織だ。
何が期間だ、この中二病。たまには真面目に話しなさい。
バカを言うな。俺の言葉は常に真実を指しているぞ。
つか機関っていうより委員会じゃね？そう書いてやったし。
300人委員会か。セルン評議会とはまた別のものを指してると思うけど、何を指してるのかしら。
Many of 300. A secret organization shrouded in mystery, rumored to manipulate the world from behind the scenes. Did it just update what the other thing was? Yeah, it's just this fucking organization. It's the Illuminati.
世界はあらゆる疑問で満ちている。お前たちが思っているほど美しくはないのだよ。
話聞けよ、オカリ。
聞いている。300人委員会こそあらゆる秘密結社、各国政府、あらゆる財閥の最上位に位置する巨大な闇だ。
また適当言って。
事実だ。嘘だと思うならネットでググるといい。これまで人類はどれだけ繁栄しようとも時間という壁に突き当たってきた。その壁を突破することのできるタイムトラベル技術は人類史を大きく塗り替えるだろう。文字通りの意味でな。かつての核兵器と同じく神に等しき存在になれる禁断の果実だ。それを得たいという誘惑に抗うことのできる者はいない。
What's really dangerous about people like Rintaro is that he's half right. And because he's half right, he will always find confirmation bias in his dumb shit.
当然ながら権力を持つ者はあらゆる手段を用いて手に入れようとするだろう。人としての倫理など神を目指す者たちにとっては抱きすべきざれ言だ。わかるか、クリスティーナ。
ご公説をどうも。そこまでスラスラと喋れるっていうことは、あんたも神を目指してるの？
この法王院教魔が望むのはそんな神候補どもの打倒、そして支配構造が崩壊した後の混沌だよ。
法王院に聞いてるんじゃない。私は岡部に聞いている。
俺は法王院だ。
つまり自分を持ってないってことね。
Damn you, assistant! How dare you attack my very identity? Well, that's what happened. You don't actually have a reason for doing any of what you're doing. You're just doing it because you can.
そんなことよりマキセ氏、Z プログラムの続きプリーズ。
ダル、そんなこととはどういう言い草だ。
You're just wasting time. Let's go.
陰謀論は聞き飽きたお。オカリンの妄想より Z プログラムの方が気になるし。
ジョッシュ、続きを。
頼み事するときぐらい誠意を見せろよ。
Though having about complaints, Kurisu obediently goes back to translating.
プログラム第1段階、大型ハドロン衝突型加速器の建設および実用化。加速器については1959年に完成した陽子シンクロトロンからの半世紀にわたるノウハウ蓄積により一定成果を得ている。プログラム第2段階、リフターの実用化および調整。これにより2つ以上の人工的な局所場得意点の生成およびカーブラックホールの生成を可能とする。なおブラックホール生成についての情報を意図的に曲解させてリークし、プログラム本来の目的について悟られぬようにすることが必要である。 プログラム第3段階、動物実験、プログラム第4段階。
Lucy stops talking. She takes a deep breath and finally mutters angrily.
人体実験。
マジで？
A chill runs down my spine. I admit it, some part of me still saw this as a game. I was elated to discover the institution as a prospective CERN was actually doing time travel research. After all, we ourselves had succeeded, whereby chance or design, in producing our own time travel phenomenon. I thought that maybe we could beat CERN to the first functional time machine design. And wouldn't that be something? But now, just like Kurisu, the world is full of lies, morals are meaningless. Just like I said to Kurisu, was it really okay for us to get involved in this?
なオカリン、前にハッキングした時のこと覚えてるか？確か盗み読みしたメールに書いてあったよね。実験結果エラー、ヒューマンイズデッドミスマッチ、詳細は別紙ゼリーマンズレポートをなんとかかんとか。
Okay, that means I was right. Someone in their experimentation, somebody died and the world corrected itself. Someone died.
それって人体実験となんか関係あんのかな？
My throat goes dry. Cold sweat seeps through my brow, and it's not because of the heat. Kudusi and Dada are waiting for me to speak. Are they entrusting the decision to me? I ask myself, is this really okay? Are you sure? There's no turning back. True, but I can live with myself if I ignore the... True, but can I live with myself if I ignore this conspiracy?
誰？ゼリーマンズレポートを探してくれ。
マジっすか？
マジだ。ただし、クリスティーナ。
え？
お前はもう帰れ。
なんで今さら。
ゼリーマンズレポート。嫌な予感がする。これを見たら、俺たちはもう普通の生活には戻れない。お前はその若さで、サイエンス誌に論文が載るほどの天才だ。有望な将来を捨てる必要はない。
もしかして心配してくれてる？
当たり前だ。お前は俺の助手だからな。
助手じゃないって言ってんだろ。気遣ってくれてどうも。でも帰らないわよ。この事実を世界に告発しないと。
ダメだ。それは危険すぎる。
ビビってるのか？
俺たちはこの陰謀を前にしたらあまりに無力だ。下手な行動を起こせば即消されるだろ
う。でもだからって
これは遊びではない。冗談で言っているのでもない。
分かった。告発はやめる。
Their expression shows she still doesn't agree. She finally submits.
でも帰らないから気になって眠れない。
後悔しないな。
しない。
She declares firmly. I don't know if it's her competitive spirit or if it's her bravery or she's just ignorant to the ways of the world. But it doesn't look like I can persuade her to back down. Could you imagine a world where we just go, all right, I'm going to turn the game off and I'm never going to play again? Could you imagine that? Can you imagine how fucked up that would be? It would always be a scratch in the back of your mind. I wonder what's going on in the plot of Steins Gate.
ダルはどうする？覚悟はできているか？
僕はスーパーハッカーだし。
He's comfortable even in this situation.
そもそも足がつくようなヘマもしないっつうか。
That settles it. It's a good thing that Mayuri's not here. I refuse to put her in danger. Yeah, I agree. Look at Deru and Kurisu in the eye.
よし。始めよう。
Kurisu gives the seat to Daru.
なお本作戦名はレーギャルンの箱とする。
Did you say because it sounded cool? In Norse mythology, a gigantic chest protected by 9 locks that contains the cursed sword Leviathan. You know what? Fine, you can have that. That's cool. That's actually cool.
なんで北欧神話？
へえ、北欧神話なん？きっとかっこいいからじゃね？
Cause it's cool, I guess.
そもそも作戦名とか言っちゃう男の人って。
ダル、作戦開始。
He soon finds the Jellyman's report. It required a second password authentication, which Daru broke through easily. That's kind of concerning how easily he broke
開く
through.
ぞ。
Daru looks at me and Kurisu. I wet my parched lips and nod. The air in the lab suddenly seems thicker. Probably because the fucking window is closed. Unable to escape through the closed window, it surrounds us with an oppressive heat. Daru wipes the sweat from his forehead with a handkerchief and timidly presses the enter key. The file opens. At first glance, it looks like a resume. There's a photograph on the top right. The top left has a name, age, height, weight, with other information. In the center is a long string of English text. Underneath that, there's something attached like a scan of newspaper clipping with a black and white photo. And then I know. I know exactly what the Jellyman in Jellyman's report means. It means they turned a human to jelly.
ジェリーマンズレポート10。
Oh, what the fuck? Ugh, I got actual chills. Ugh.
被験者ジェームス・マッカーシー31歳出身アメリカ。
James McCarthy, age 31, American. Okay, so I was under the impression that it was Kurisu, because she died, but if not, then we have a James McCarthy.
Z プログラム4実験日2005年1月28日13時05分。
Kurisu bends over Daru's shoulder, reading the contents out loud.
実験結果エラーヒューマンイズデッドミスマッチ。
またそれかよ。
超重力による無限圧縮およびカーブラックホール内の特異点通過に耐えられなかったと思われる。
In order for them to move on to human trials, that means they had to have succeeded with the hello Pudgy. They had to have succeeded with an animal. So, because if they didn't succeed with an animal, why are they doing reports? Why are they doing experimentation on humans?
1921年4月3日ニューヨーク14丁目にてビルの壁面に右半身が埋もれるようにして死んでいる男が発見された。
It sounds like Kurisu is reading the newspaper article at the end.
身元不明の男の死体は
What the hell is this?
What the hell is happening? I've been cooking for an hour. Oh, I stayed away from Steins Gate and I have no clue why. All right, here's what's going on right now, right? Time travel shit is happening. We have now hacked into a institution, a scientific institution, and we have found out that they're trying to experiment they're trying to experiment with time travel. The reason why we hacked in is because we wanted to get their secrets and create our own time machine first, because we accidentally did it a few times with our microwave. As such, we've now found a conspiracy that's going on in which they're experimenting time travel on humans, or time space shit on humans, and we just found out that they turned a man to jelly. That's what happens when time travel shit happens. We don't know why yet, but what we experimented on with the microwave is that we put a banana in the microwave and it like time space distorts and whatnot. It goes back to the previous point, but it turns into jelly. And this is what this article is. The article is that they experimented on a human named James McCarthy and they turned his ass to jelly.
全身がブヨブヨのゼリー状になっていた。
Oh, hold on. Let me write down that chapter 3 is starting now. Ooh, that's a good place for your chapter 3 to start. Write it down. The ticking of the clock is like a hammer inside my head. It's past 2 a.m. The window is closed and the lab is silent, but for the humming of the computer, except for the humming of the computer. We stare at the gruesome image displayed on the monitor, speechless. I was right. We're in too deep. I have expected the guys in black suits and sunglasses to kick down the door and drag us off the screen, off to a secret military prison. Better make sure the door is locked.
なんだこれ
Tato breaks the silence with a disbelieving whisper.
ゼリーマンってゲル化したってこと
On hearing the familiar word jellified, I reflexively look at the bunch of bananas it placed on next to the computer. There's only one banana left. We didn't have a single successful experiment today, so none of them were jellified. But I don't think it's a mere coincidence. The jellified bananas produced by the phone waves name subject to change, and the jellified corpses produced by certain experiments. They seem identical in nature.
人体実験か。
Risu speaks calmly despite her grim expression. She doesn't even avert her eyes from the gruesome image.
しかも完全ではないけどタイムトラベルを成功させてるってことになるわね。これ。
It does mean that, yes.
え
I'm still in shock, so I don't quite grasp the meaning of Kirisu's words.
この新聞記事、1921年のニューヨークタイムズよ。
What the fuck? Did it say it was from the 20s?
およそ90年前か。
Holy shit. Alright.
見て。
Kirisu points to the part of the black and white photograph, her fingers shaking slightly. The jellified corpse of a man. She's pointing to his shoulder, which has writing on it. Perhaps it was printed on his clothes. It's fused onto his jellified body, but you could somehow manage to read it.
セル
CERN 21354. Probably some more letters over there.
つまりセルンは LHC を使ったタイムトラベル実験で人間を1921年へと送り込んだ
What the fuck, man?
生きたままというのは失敗したみたいだけどね。
ゼリーマンズレポートはこれだけか。
いやまだ結構ある全部で14人分かな
14? Bro, 14 is a lot of fucking people.
もしもゼリーマンという言葉がゲル化した人間を意味するならその数だけ人体実験の犠牲者がいる。
I wanted to bet that Kurisu is one of those people. It has to be. Otherwise, why did we see her dead? Swallow hard. I'm awfully thirsty. Take a cold Dr. P out of the fridge to wet my throat.
他のも見せてくれ。
Then he pulls up another report. Without being told to, Kurisu begins translating out loud.
ゼリーマンズレポート9。被験者ダン・ストレイスキ26歳出身カナダ。 Z プログラム4実験日2004年9月6日14時10分。
14 is more than most serial killers. It's
実験結果エラーヒューマンイズデッドミスマッチ。
I like the attention to detail here. Canada is a French speaking area, and the fucking text is in French. Nice attention to detail there. I like that.
新聞記事の切り抜きの方はこれフランス語ね。私も読めない。
2001年の1月31日というのは読み取れる。
2001.
場所はフランスのポーかな。
2001. That's fairly recent. Pretty big difference from the James McCarthy who jumped in the 90 years back into 1921. Bedu calls up the translation machine, giving us the following. January 31st, collapsed male corpse discovered in forest outside of Pau, France. Its left foot was fused into a tree trunk and the body had jellified. Then it goes to the next report.
ジェリーマンズレポート8。被
8.
験者リンダ・ヒル25歳出身イギリス。
She's British.
Z プログラム4実験日2004年2月15日13時45分。
I got a text Phil or something.
実験結果エラーヒューマンイズデッドミスマッチ。1972年10月2日インドタミルナードゥー州のダルマプリの路上でゼリー状になった女性の遺体発見。
How the fuck did she get to India?
遺体は放置された後で車にひかれた跡があり下半身は損壊していた。
I'm trying to figure out what mismatch means, and I can only assume that mismatch means that the place where she was supposed to end up did not happen. So she ended up in fucking India. Then it goes to the next page.
ジェリーマンズレポート7被験者ミハイル・ラング33歳出身ドイツ。
Michael Lang is German. Okay.
Z プログラム4実験日2002年10月8日13時28分。
2002.
実験結果エラ
It
ー
seems like they're doing
ヒュー
one
マンイズ
every
デッ
year.
ドミスマッチ。
The article clipping is written in Japanese. Looks like a pre-war newspaper. Oh shit. This motherfucker got teleported to fucking World War II. The corpse is what I believe to be a jellified human was discovered at the base of Mount Heie in Kyoto. He was a damaged state, possibly from having slid down the slope. It even happened in Japan. I'd never heard of the story before. It was pre-war though, so I guess it was someone born in the 90s like me would have no way of knowing about it. Next page. The picture shows a beach, beautiful, but the jellyfish-like body lying on the sand. Must have washed ashore. Ugh.
ジェリーマンズレポート6被験者マーク・ヒューズ30歳出身アメリカ。 Z プログラム4実験日2002年8月23日12時52分。
Again in 2002.
実験結果エラーヒューマンイズデッドミスマッチ。1985年7月1日フェロー諸島ストレイモイ島の海岸に奇妙な物体が流れ着いた。それは成人男性のようにも見えるがクラゲのようなブヨブヨの物体であり生きてはいない。島の住人たちの間では半魚人の死骸ではないかという噂も。肩と見られる場所にはセルンという刻印があったがセルンは関与を否定している。
まだ見る？
もう十分だ。
There are 14 of these people.
発見場所が世界中に散らばっている。この結果からどんな解が導き出せるのかしら。
Finally done with my food. Was it good?
その場所へ送り込もうとしたのだろう。
そうは思えない。無計画すぎる。
They sent him to these places, but where they ended up was an accident.
カーブラックホールが得意点をどうたらってあったけど、それが原因じゃ。
超重力による無限圧縮およびカーブラックホール内の得意点通過に耐えられなかったと思われる。そう書いてあった。
カーブラックホールって普通のブラックホールとなんか違うん？
理論上存在を予言されているブラックホールよ。中心の得意点が回転しているという特徴がある。実在することはまだ証明されていないし証明しようもないけど。
So it's a spinning black hole. Got it. Her black hole. Where have I heard the term before?
そうか。ジョン・タイター。
Titor said his time machine used to curve black holes.
タイターはこう言っていた。2034年にセルンによってタイムマシン開発は成功したと。そしてタイター自身は2036年からやってきたと。
It makes sense for Titor and CERN to be using the same time travel technology. Lucy closes her eyes in deep in thought.
カーブラックホールを作るなんて、そんなのむちゃくちゃよ。下手したら地球ごと飲み込まれかねないような行為よ。そもそもカーブラックホールは仮説であって。
タイターの予言は現実であり、ミュウツベに出ていた LHC 実験における最悪の予想図もほぼ事実になりつつあるということだ。
タイターの予言は知らんけど、ミュウツベで問題の動画見たことある。2、3年前に話題になってたよな。
ブラックホール内部は尋常じゃない重力なの。そこを通れば確かに時間移動は可能かもしれないけど、生身の人間が通り抜けられるわけがない。
だからこそゼリーマン化しているというべきだろう。
But again, if they said before they were doing animal experimentation. So if they were doing animal experimentation, that means some of them had to be successful in order for them to start start going to human trials.
ゼリーマンどころか素粒子レベルまで分解される。それがブラックホール。
議論するよりタイムマシンについての資料を漁った方が早いんじゃね？
It has already started pulling up new documents. I'm suddenly afraid. Is it okay to keep hacking CERN like this? Should I stop him? I'm the one who asked him to do it, but things have gotten serious now. But at the same time, irresistible curiosity wells up inside me. Time travel is becoming a reality. I don't know if it's true. Can't stop now.
あった！ Z プログラムの中にタイムトラベル理論について解説してるファイルがある。
ずいぶんあっさり見つかるわね。セルンにしては脇が甘すぎる。
セルンが甘いんじゃなくて僕がすごいっつーか。
ダルは俺のマイフェイバリットライトアームであり、
スーパーハカーだっけ？
ハッカー？
それでクリスティーナ、なんと書いてある？
This is in English too, so I have no choice but to rely on my assistant.
ちょっと読む時間をくれない？
Risu's eyes start left and run across the lines. Her earlier reluctance has vanished. It looks like she's as curious as I am.
嘘。これ本当にタイターって何者なのよ？
え？
何をブツブツ言っている？何が書かれているのか教えてくれ。
あ、うん。
Audio alert? No, not for me, Lucky. As I was telling you, it's for Natty's stream tomorrow. I mean, I think there's some hotties in here, but you don't like girls, so.
なんかはめられたような気がしてならない。
どういう意味だ？
Although, if you want to see it without if you want to see it as quickly as possible, it is on the archive channel. I mean, you were on screen, so you better stop, cut it out. You're embarrassing me. Oh my god. If you do want to see the game that I'm talking about, I did already play it 2 years ago, and it's already on the archive channel.
ほぼ一緒なのよ。ジョン・タイターが語った理論の内容と。ざっと説明すると、LHC によって陽子を高速の 99.999991% まで加速して正面衝突させるの。
So, basically the speed of light with a small margin of error.
そうすると、10のマイナス24乗キログラムの質量を10のマイナス19乗メートルっていう とても狭い範囲に圧縮して押し込むことができる。
Okay. How are we doing that with the microwave, though?
日本語で OK。産業で。
すごく狭い場所。すごく小さい質量。無理やりねじ込む。
That explanation is too vague. Did she do it in a haiku? That's not the right thing.
すごく狭い場所。
Nope, that was 6 syllables.
その説明はエロすぎだろ、上皇。
Eh?
は？どこがどうエロいのよ。は？
Wait, what part of that was erotic? Small mass thrust into a narrow space with great force. Oh, I mean, if you're like really forcing it, that microwave is just built different. I guess so.
橋田の
そういうマキセ氏もなかなかの妄想能力の高さじゃね？
Huh.
変態。一緒にすんな。
Her blushing cheeks make her denial less than effective.
アホは相手にするな、クリスティーナ。続きを。
何の話だったっけ？
無理やりねじ込む話。
容姿の圧縮の話だ。
その圧縮が成功するとミクロ特異点ができるんだけど。
ミクロ特異点？ミニブラックホールじゃなくて？
意味はほとんど同じだ。特異点はいわばブラックホールの中心だからな。
このミクロ特異点が2つあるブラックホールを作るのよ。
Black hole with 2 cores. Like a cowlick with 2 hairs? No, I don't think that's it.
擬人化希望。
I'm stealing that one. That's actually funny. Explain with cute girls, please.
はいはい。ミクちゃんとクロちゃんでいいか？
姉妹とか燃えるぜ、はあはあ。
ミクちゃんとクロちゃんは電子を与えると自由に操れるようになるのよ。
え？
電気ショックで拷問か。それなんてエロゲ？
操作できるようになった2人を超高速回転させるの。すると理論的にミクちゃんとクロちゃんは2人とも魔法少女リング上特異点に変身する。
変身バンクですね。わかります。
Well, it looks like these two have found a common wavelength. But we've also now locked on that Kurisu is a total nerd.
これでカーブラックホール効果が生まれることになる。
そもそもカーブラックホールって何ぞ？さっき回転しているって言ってたけど。
Yeah, I said that earlier when they were explaining it. Like, how the fuck does a black hole spin? You know that one gif of Buzz Lightyear saying there seems to be no signs of intelligent life anywhere? Yeah.
そのままの意味。
でもブラックホールって普通回転してんじゃね？穴に向かって渦巻いてるじゃん。
その回転してるように見える部分はブラックホールに吸い込まれつつある周囲の物質でしかない。普通のブラックホールは超質量により重力崩壊を起こした中心点があるだけ。そこに向かってあらゆるものが落ちていってるの。それは点っていうぐらいだから回転はしてない。一方のカーブラックホールはさっき言った通り中心が点じゃなくてリング状なのよ。ミクちゃんとクロちゃんは普通の人間ではありえないことに魔法少女化すると心臓が体内でぐるぐるとリング状に回転してるって考えて。
グロは勘弁だお。
助手よ、お前はさっきこう言ったな。カーブラックホールは実在したとしても証明しようがないと。それはどういう意味だ？
ブラックホールにはイベントホライゾンというものがある。
also known as the Schwarzschild surface. In a black hole, there exists a point beyond which even light can no longer escape. The black hole's immense gravity. Its boundary is called the event horizon. Because light and other electromagnetic waves are responsible for conveying information, nothing that occurs within the event horizon can be observed from the outside. That's the reason why black holes appear black. No light can escape from the center.
この内側に入ると時間と空間の役割が入れ替わってしまうわけで。
時間と空間の役割が入れ替わる。
See, this is what I don't understand, because it is my understanding that time and space is actually the same measurement. That's why it's called time space. It's the same thing. So how would time and space switch places?
私たちは今空間を自由に移動できるけど、時間を1分過去に戻すことはできない。それが入れ替わるのよ。
Oh. Okay.
イベントホライゾンの向こう側だと空間の移動は不可能になり、逆に時間を移動可能になる。
I can't imagine what that's like. Yeah, that sounds impossible.
空間の移動が不可能だからブラックホールからの再脱出はできないと言える。例えば岡部がブラックホールに突入した場合に体験するのは永遠に引き延ばされた時間なの。
I like that the game is actually taking the time to explain the science to the player. This is why I like sci-fi. Fucking love sci-fi. It's so good. Ugh. But yeah, we have a whole entire glossary and shit for us to look through.
光が再脱出不可能ということは人の目にはどうやったってイベントホライゾンの向こう側は見ることができない。観測も照明も不可能。ただし例外もある。タイムトラベルにカーブラックホールを使う場合、この例外こそが重要なのよ。
Okay.
もったいぶらずに教えてもらおうか。
カーブラックホールは特異点。中心が回転してるわけだから核運動量が存在する。
It has angular momentum. What difference would that make?
だから日本語でオケだって。
中心点が回転してるってさっき説明したでしょ。その回転運動量って思えばいい。ミクちゃんとクロちゃんに電子を与え続けると自由に操ることができるわけだけど、カーブラックホールの特徴は核運動量が質量を上回るとイベントホライゾンがなくなって特異点が裸の状態になること。
Naked singularity. A singularity is usually concealed by its event horizon, which renders observation impossible. A naked singularity, however, is a singularity whose event horizon has been removed, and as a result, it can be observed and even traveled through. The existence of naked singularities are purely theoretical. So I think I get it. I'm trying to figure out a way to explain it. They're not saying that the dingle blorbs are causing this, so they need the Megatron using glitteries to balance them out in order to stop the shoot too. Yeah, there's no made up techno babble. Basically, what I think is supposed to happen is you theoretically got close enough to a black hole without turning into spaghetti, then time would bend around you in silly string, and you would see time in like you could see look across space. At least the light would look to your eyes. Correct. That is correct. This is the part that I'm having trouble with. But I think the way that they're explaining it is if you imagine like a whirlpool, right? The whirlpool is spinning, and the center of the whirlpool is like where the singularity is. If you spin so fast enough, you spin, and the whirlpool moves out of the way, then the point where the whirlpool like touches the bottom, you'd be able to see it. I think that's kind of what they're trying to like explain here. It's just kind of hard to like grasp. Now let's hear this naked singularity joke that they're about to make.
裸だと魔法少女のコスチュームは露出度高えというわけですな。これアニメ化まだ
Crazy and I ignored Daru's delusion.
裸になることで観測不可能だったものが観測可能になるわけか。
イベントホライゾンがなくなることで時間と空間の役割が入れ替わる必要はなくなった。裸の得意点に向けてその入れ替わりを回避して突入できるようになる。
There's no more reason for time and space to change places. The only valid reaction to that outburst, there's a lot of that going around.
そして裸の得意点の
All these people are dumbasses in their own way? Yes, yes, they are.
因果率を破綻させるわ。宇宙の法則が乱れるのよ。
そんなもの存在できるのか。
The negation of theory of the negation of theory of relativity and the principle of causality means serious paradoxes can occur. Didn't Karisu say that earlier? She did
こ
say
れま
that.
でも存在する可能性は高いと予測されていた。矛盾するようだけど証明はされてる。
So it's in theory it's possible, and there's no reason so far for it to not be possible. But it just hasn't happened, and even if it does happen, there's no way for us to observe it until it does happen.
因果率が破綻してるわけだから、その裸の得意点に突入すれば過去へ遡ることができる。
John Titor said the same thing. So Titor's time machine is using CERN's technology. But Titor's time machine was compact, small enough to fit into a car. The LHC is 27 kilometers long, but they managed to get it down to travel size in just 24 years. How far into the game are we? I don't know. Philly just told me to save the game when I get to chapter 4 and keep that save file.
わからないのは得意点に電子を注入する部分ね。見て、この LHC の写真だけど、陽子衝突地点に妙な機器が設置されてる。
What chapter are we on? We're on chapter 3.
リフターっていう名前で呼ばれてるみたいだけど、一体何のことだか。
ダル、聞いたことは？
リフター。さっきの Z プログラムにもちらっと出てきたよな。ググってみる
Daru opens a browser window and enters Lifter into the search engine.
おお、ヒットしてるし。
About 422,000 results.
こんなに？機密でも何でもないのかな？
I've only half been paying attention. What's this game even about? Time travel. The long and short of it is time travel.
もしかしてこれじゃないか？イオンクラフト。
イオン、つまり電荷を持った原子や分子のことね。意味としては一致する。
We click on the link that says Ionocraft Lifter. It takes us to a video. Looks like some dim garage. But it didn't seem to be anything secretive, just like a garage you'd see in an average American home. At the center of the screen is a triangular shape made of some kind of metal. It looks about 10 centimeters high and about 30 centimeters wide. But I don't really know how to explain anything else to you because the long and short of it is time travel. We're currently on a institution's database. We've hacked in. We're in the institution's database, and we're finding out that they've been doing time travel shenanigans for the past 90 years. If you count them going back in time on accident, they've been doing it for 90 years. And the original plan was to lift their information so we can make our own time machine using our microwave. But now we found out a fucking conspiracy in which they've killed 14 people trying to get their time travel machine shit right. God, I hate seeing men dressed as COD men. Makes me want to try playing COD. Oh, you like military men? Lucky, I need you to be there for the Natty stream tomorrow. Especially if you like what you're seeing here. In terms of like science and whatnot. Sorry it took away for the explanation. It's just I didn't know how I wanted to explain it. Like a man in uniform or out of one. The guy that I showed you in her Discord is a military man. I can talk about it here because I don't really mind saying certain spoilers to you, but Natty I want to go through as like blind as possible because it's just going to enhance the experience for her. It's connected to some sort of generator by a thin wire. Looks like some really cheap equipment. That's all there is. Nothing else. After explaining some of the language I don't understand, or Russian maybe, the person filming the video slowly turns the power on. And then, the silvery triangle starts floating soundlessly into the air. Then it remains stationary.
反重力装置だと。
そんなのあるわけない。あったら世紀の大発見よ。イオンクラフトっていうぐらいだから。この場合、帯電した空気と電極が関係してるんだと思う。
Alright, Whis. I probably won't be, but Kurusu doesn't sound as confident as she usually does. You look up information on the Unknown field lifter. Lots of sites have detailed instructions on how to make lifters, but I don't know how they work since the other sites all give conflicting theories.
そのリフターにセルンが目をつけた。そしてタイムトラベルに必要な装置として組み込んでいる。ミクロ特異点の質量や重力場を操作できるとなれば、やはりこれは反重力装置ということだろ
う。まあそういう限定的条件に当てはめるなら間違いじゃないかもしれないけど。
すごい。My curiosity is growing more by the second.
でもセルンはこのリフターの調整に苦労してるみたいね。ミクロ特異点の重力調整がうまくできていない。だから完全な裸の特異点を作れていない。
そのせいで被験者がゼリーマンになっていると見るべきだな。
Kurisu nods.
裸の特異点が作れていないなら、つまり被験者はブラックホールに放り込まれるのと同じだから、突入するだけで凄まじい質量によって押しつぶされるに決まってる。
What was wrong with what I said?
その結果、あらゆる物質がフラクタル構造になってしまったという仮説を提示してみる。実際はどうなってるのかさっぱり。調べるだけで何ヶ月もかかりそう。
Kurisu shrugs her shoulders in resignation.
リフターはまだ未完成か。
If Tito is telling the truth, then CERN won't complete the time machine for another 24 years.
つまり俺たちが先に電話レンジカッコ仮を完成させればセルンを出し抜くことも可能というわけだ。
It's just funny to me because I always hear it super animated and happy, and you sound so serious. すごいな。
規模が全然違う。それにセルンでさえ完成させていないのに、あんたにできるわけないでしょ。これは簡単に解決できる問題じゃない。そもそも時間移動調整や時間跳躍後の場所指定の問題もセルンは解決できてないし、ジェリーマンの発見時期や発見場所がバラバラなのも納得だわ。例えば地の底とか宇宙空間とかに放り出されたゼリーマンもいるかもしれない。見つかってるゼリーマン以外にもね。というかその可能性は限りなく 100% に近い。
That's a good point. There's only 14 that we found and that we know about.
地球から何万キロも離れた宇宙空間に放り出されたらタイムトラベルしても無意味。全く実用的じゃないわ。
可変重力ロックシステムというようなものがあるとタイターは言っていた。それによって地球の重力を捉え、必ず地球がある場所に到着できるようになると。
タイタンの説明はその点については曖昧だわ。そういう機会があるというだけじゃ説明にはならない。
でも時間移動したら同じ場所に出るだけじゃないの？
That's an interesting time to text me, Ferris. Have you bought Phantasm, a singles debut? It's the theme song for Rainet Kakeru, so it's really popular. Ferris bought 5 copies. Yeah, is it my duty as a Rainetter? Anyway, there's an important secret hidden in Phantasm's songs. The key to unlocking is, oops, the bell's ringing now. Looks like someone's here. Better see who it is. Important secret. I'm aware that this is said to contain directions to the sanctuary, as well as prophecies regarding the end of the world. Isn't that right? Yeah, go ahead and send that. I thought it was Titor texting us, which is why I opened our phone so quickly.
出るわけないでしょ。
なんで？
地球は常に動き続けているからだ。
そう、自転と公転。地球の自転速度は時速にしてだいたい1650キロ。
It's not even just that. The Earth is always spinning, but technically it's always moving in its rotation too, which is what they just said, but I'm explaining it before they do. So, even if you like get the place locked down to where the Earth is spinning, you still would end up in the same spot because the Earth is moving through space.
公転速度は時速で考えるとおよそ11万4000キロ。1時間前にいた座標から私たちはそれだけ離れることになる。
むほー、そう考えると僕たちってテラハヤス。
それだけじゃない。地球を含む太陽系はミルキーウェイに属してる。ミルキーウェイは渦を巻いているところからわかる通り回転してるのよ。
No, yeah, I guess you put that into perspective too.
諸説あるけど、だいたい1日に5000万キロぐらい地球が移動する速さでね。
How could she roll through those numbers so smoothly off of her tongue? I get that she's a genius, but it's hardly common knowledge. Has she been doing research on the topic? Bro, somebody doesn't listen. I really do not like our main character. He just doesn't listen. She already said that her father was doing time travel research. Of course she knows some of this stuff.
ついでに言うと、ミルキーウェイを含む複数の銀河で銀河群が形成されているし、さらに上のグループとして超銀河団っていうのもある。それらの銀河群も超銀河団も動いているかもしれないわけ。そうなるとさらに飛躍的に私たちの移動距離は伸びる。
Yeah, the reason freezing time would suck is that using it would throw you both into a wall at terminal velocity and right into space in half a second. Let's even pretend that like that's not even the case. Let's pretend like you don't have to worry about all of the stuff about stopping time. It would suck because you couldn't see. Because if you stop time, that means you stop the flow of light, and that means no light is coming to your eyes at any point, and that means you can't see. You wouldn't be able to get light to perceive things. So, stopping time is a terrible superpower. However, the world.
いずれにせよ、ほんの1秒前に飛ぼうとするだけでも膨大な局所場指定の計算が必要になるのよ。手動じゃ無理だし、同じ場所に移動しようと思ったらスパコンで計算したって解が出るまでに何年かかるか。
ならば仕方あるまい。ダイターを探し出し、その可変重力システムを借りようではないか。
それは明暗ね。せいぜい頑張って。この問題についてセルンはどうしようとしてるのかな。
After blowing me off, Chrissy goes back to reading certain documents. Dad and I aren't good with English, so there's nothing we can do but let her work. Dawn breaks. We stayed up all night again. You always got to be like stop time, kinda like it stops, but you also can see and then immediately don't immediately ragdoll like a low level player getting jumped by a giant in Skyrim. Yeah, it's like stop time is actually slow time, really slow, except for me. Fighting drowsiness, I refill my mug with instant coffee. I've already lost count of how many cups I had.
Okabe.
Kurusu hands her mug to me without looking away from the computer. I guess she expects me to refill it. So when I become her maid. She should ask Mayuri for stuff like this. Mayuri's a professional maid after all. That said, Kurisu is the one reading the search documents right now. Dad and I can manage if we use translation software, but we're nowhere near as efficient as she is. Well, it's not exactly what I had in mind when I said I wanted to borrow her knowledge. It's just goes to show that I was right to make her a lab man. She's an asset for the lab. For now, at least, I should try not to upset her. That's a really backhanded way of just going, yeah, and so I got her coffee. It's like really like strangely worded and manipulative. Like I'm only using her for her knowledge. Like, fuck, nah. All right, whatever. I silently take the mug from Kurusu, dump in the powdered coffee, and pour in hot water from the pot. Keep back with the sugar, no milk. Gross. At that point, don't even use the sugar. Kurusu had already requested the same way 5 times today. I mix it well and bring it over to Kurusu. She doesn't immediately realize I'm standing behind her, so I hold the mug in front of her face. Kurusu takes it without turning.
Arigato.
Her eyes never leave the screen. She's completely absorbed in Stern's research. Even though she was adamant when she called them traitors to scientists everywhere, she's not above picking their brains. But I understand how she feels. I'm itching to know more myself. Better is fast asleep on the sofa. His snoring is quite loud. Furthermore, it sounds like he has sleep apnea. Surprised Kurisu has been able to ignore it. Is she that focused? Well, if you just... The problem comes when you're trying to go to sleep yourself. If you're staying up, it's probably helpful. I decided to watch some TV, as always. The news channel is all covering the Radicon satellite crash.
人工衛星墜落から5日が経過した秋葉原ですが、夏休みシーズンに入ったということもあり、放置されたままの人工衛星を一目見ようと多くの人が詰めかけています。名古屋から来ました。一目見たくて。
埼玉から車で。すごいですね。あれ一体どこの人工衛星なんですかね。
イエーイ、千葉の女子高生です。
というように日本全国からわざわざ駆けつける人もいるようです。一方、今日未明 NASA アメリカ航空宇宙局のスポークスマンマイケル・バーン氏は会見で、日本に人工衛星が墜落した事実はないと語り、墜落した物体が人工衛星以外の物体であることを示唆しました。
Well, we knew it wasn't a satellite. That's weird for them to confirm this. I guess it's not weird that they did it, but weird now that we have that information.
警察によりますと、墜落した人工衛星については現在調査中であり、撤去する時期のめどは立っていないとのことです。
So when this happened, we got flash shifted fucking over here, over into this timeline or whatever the hell is happening. So my question is did this crash into it, like actually crash, or did it materialize here? Oh, I'm so hungry. I had to skip breakfast today. I don't have much money on hand, and there aren't any good places to find insects or weeds around here. What the hell? I can get by using my survival skills if I have to. How don't you have money? You have a part-time job. Eat insects hardcore. What kind of childhood did you have? What kind of childhood did you have, lady? This could be another plot by the organization. Oh, look.
こんにちは。
It's the best character. The door unlocks from the outside and Mayuri comes in. She has a convenience store bag in hand. There are various food items inside, but it doesn't look like they're for us.
うわー、なんかね、ズズーンっていう重い空気が漂ってるよ。
Three of us probably look pretty haggard since we stayed up all night. But it's hard to put on a bright smile now that I know about CERN.
空気入れ替えるね。
Mary opens the window wide. The sky is blue and it hurts my eyes. Large clouds listlessly drift in the wind. It truly is a refreshing sight. Mary's appearance makes Deru get up with a grimace. Kurisu also finally moves away from the computer, sipping her hot coffee while rubbing her eyes. I glance at the clock and then go to the center of the room and call for attention.
いい機会だ。ラボメンが全員集合したところだし、久々に円卓会議を開こうと思う。
円卓会議？
なんぞそれ。
ラボメンによる報告会。
I have lemon cookies. Dizzy, you've come at the exact moment. The character that I'm talking about is here. You get to see how cute she is.
そんなのこれまでにやったことあったっけ？
そもそも円卓なんてどこにあるのよ。
実物はない。だが我らラボメンの心の中にはある。そうだろう。
そうだろ？じゃなかろうが、勝手に人の心の中に変なもの持たせないで。
マユシーにもあるかな？
ああ、あるさ。
そっか、よかった。でも円卓って何？
てかなんで円卓？アーサー王？
そもそも私はラボメンといっても期間限定だし。
These people whine about every little thing.
とにかく円卓会議だ。マイリは昨日の夜はいなかったので、ひとまず今の俺たちの置かれた状況を教えておく。
Oh, that's one of the screensavers that I had. I was here the whole time. Is that the puppy lady? It is the puppy lady. And if you do not talk in chat, I assume that you're not here. That's just how that works. How could I know you're here if you're not talking? I tell Mayuri everything we discussed in her absence. About CERN is making a time machine. About jellymen. About how men in black might be coming to erase us for what we know.
悪いことは良くないよって言ったのに。
悪いだと？俺たちが？何をバカな。それを言うならばセルンの方がよほど悪。世界だけでは飽き足らず、時空までも手に入れようと企んでいる連中だ。
同意するわ。
For some reason, Kurisu backs me up.
セルンのやってることは社会的にも人間的にも、そして研究者としても許されることじゃない。
そうだけど。
She didn't sound convinced. I didn't want to get Mayuri involved, but she's surprisingly perceptive. She'd find out even if we kept it a secret, so it's better to just tell her.
いずれにせよこれで我がラボとセルンとラグナロックは避けられなくなった。
A large part of me is still afraid, but we've come too far to turn back now. We can't unlearn what we know.
ラグナロック？
Ragnarok?
また北欧神話か。
クリスティーナ、お前にはセルン調査について命じていたな。何か新たに分かったことは？
命じられた覚えはないけどね。セルンがタイムトラベルにおいて抱えている問題点は2つ。1つは電子注入装置リフターの調整。これがうまく機能しないとカーブラックホールの特異点を裸にできない。この状態で特異点を通過しようとすれば、超重力によって被験者はミクロレベルまで圧縮されてしまう。当然無事ではいられないわ。
If you send a test subject through the singularity in its current state, the supergravity compresses them into a micro level. Naturally, there's no way to survive. Yeah. So, I mean, the gravity would just crush them. They become a fraction of the size of what they are currently because of the mass.
それと
There's the
タイ
mass
ムトラベル
compression.
先の局所場指定ができないことが2点目。得意点を抜けてどこへ出るかの指定ができない。だから各地で見つかっている14人のゼリーマンはむしろ運がいい方だったと言うべき。人体実験は2001年から100回以上行われていた。つまり
Holy
残り
shit.
の80人以上はどこへ飛ばされたのかすら確認できていないということ。
Oh my god. Ugh.
なんで確認できないの？
マユシ、そんなことも知らんの？地球は常に動いてるんだよ。自転速度は時速にして1500キロ、公転速度は11万4000キロで。
Is this going the Ant-Man route where if you go small enough, time almost shadows around you? No. What that particular thing meant is that they're going the black hole route, where if you go into a black hole or the singularity of a black hole, you'll be able to travel through time. The reason why you'd be crushed though is because a black hole is literally the compression of mass, and in this case, you would literally be it would be like trying to shove you into a shoebox. You would literally be crushed. So the way they need to find a way in order for that not to happen, and they need to find a way for you to actually end up in a specific area. That's the two issues that they're having at the moment. That his tone is authoritative, but he's just relaying what he heard from Kurisi last night.
セルンはその2点について解を模索してるみたいだけど、うまくいってないみたい。
So even CERN is having difficulties.
それで助手よ。セルンのタイムマシンから電話レンジカッコ仮のヒントになるようなものは見つかったか？
ヒントね。
Kurisi stares at the ceiling in thought.
そもそも LHC は世界一巨大な電子レンジなんて異名もあるぐらいだけど。
そうか。つまり電話レンジカッコ仮は LHC の縮小版ということだな。
あながち間違ってないかもね。
I was sure she would deny it. In fact, I thought she'd yell at me. But instead, she agreed with me. Throws me off a little.
もっとも電話レンジはわからないことが多すぎる。なんでセルンのタイムマシンと同じような現象をあの小さな電子レンジで起こせるのか。LHC と違ってこれはタイムトラベルのために作られたものじゃないのよ。
マユシーの唐揚げを温めるためのものだよね。
まあそうね。
少なくともゼリーマンという現象が電話レンジカッコ仮でも起きているのだから、マユリのバナナはカーブラックホールのリング上得意点に到達していると考えるべきだ。
ブラックホールができてるの？ここに？吸い込まれないかな？
She's so fucking cute. If it sucked us in, we'd all become jellymen too.
でも放電現象の仕組みや発生条件が解明できてない。
この前の実験だと放電現象が起きた時にだけ過去へメールを送れたお？
How does that even work? How did she send the email to the past? I'm multitasking while I watch the stream, and I saw one of the most haunting portrayals of a Greek god I've ever seen. Well, tell us about it quickly, because we have 15 minutes, and I have to end the stream.
まだ2度しか成功していないが、その放電現象が意味するのは電荷、すなわち電子注入の可能性が高い。それが発生した時だけ得意点への道が開けるのだ。
放電現象の原因はわからないじゃない。
それはこれから調べる。
そもそも過去へ送れるメールはデジタルデータであって物体じゃないわ。そこがセルンのタイムマシンと決定的に違っている。
That's what I'm saying. How are we sending digital data to the past?
いや、やることは同じだ。デジタルデータが得意点を通り抜けないと誰か保証したのか？人間サイズの物体を通り抜けさせるよりよほど簡単だと思うが。
確かに。
あのね、メールって言うから混乱するんだと思うな。本物の紙飛行機にした手紙がピューンって飛んでいくイメージなんだよ、きっと。
むしろ光線だろう。光デジタルデータみたいな。ところで過去へ送れるメールは言いにくいな。名前を付けようではないか。
またカッコつけ。
またとか言うな。この法王院教魔をバカにしているのか。
どうせへんてこな名前をつけたいんでしょ。
へんってことは失敬だな。ならば発表しよう。俺はこの過去へ送れるメールという現象についてこう名付けた。その名もノスタルジアドライブ。
That's alright. You had me at first, but then you actually named it. That's kind of lame, bro.
わかりにくい。却下。
Yeah.
貴様、助手の分際で却下できる権限があると思っているのか。
じゃあ多数決する？ノスタルジアドライブに賛成の人。
My hand shoots up in the air. Nobody follows suit.
裏切ったな、誰まゆり。
クリスちゃんの言う通りだと思うな。マユシーはそんな長い名前は覚えられません。
中二病すぎだろ、上皇。
It's also not cool. It's just not cool. It's not a good name. It's basically Athena, but she's like very clearly not human-like. She has a torso of a fox, with the head of an owl, fox hybrid, and the eyes of a very clearly not any of those three options previously mentioned. I don't know how to explain it other than like what the Greek gods were to Greeks, reflections of what is true, not as what is good. My favorite interpretation of like like a myth is like what Shin Megami Tensei does with angels. What Shin Megami Tensei does with angels is that 9 times out of 10 they're robotic. Because I like that idea, because if you go to like fucking 400 BC or whatever, you see a giant fuck you robot that looks like a person but with wings and shit, you're gonna go, what the hell is that? I don't know what this is. I don't understand what I'm seeing. Traitors.
ならばお前たちには自分で考えたとっておきのネーミングがあるのだろうな。まさか我が案を否定しておいてノープランとは言わせんぞ。
やっぱり分かりやすさ重視にすべきだと思う。時間を遡っているメールなんだから、そこをメールでいいんじゃない？
Retro Man, yeah, Retro Man works.
そこってどういう意味？
What did you go through your childhood? Bitch, you don't want to know. How can she eat that stuff about hearing about Jellyman? Either it does not occur to her, it does not weigh on her mind at all, or she does not give a fuck. I love Mayuri.
今のマユリの反応が答えだ、クリスティーナ。わかりやすい名前をつけるべきと言っておきながら、ちっともわかりやすくないではないか。
それはまゆりさんが。なんでもない。
もしかして今まゆりがバカだからと言おうとしたか？
違うわよ。
クリスちゃん、マユシーのことバカだと思ってるのかな？
Mayu, beat her up. Beat her up.
思ってない。全くこれっぽっちも思ってないから誤解しないで。
Somehow Kurisi manages to glare at me even while soothing Mayuri.
時をかけるメールの一択だろう。
That's way too long.
少し表現が硬いな。言いにくい。
オカリンのノスタルなんとかだって十分長いじゃんか。それにこれは映画のタイトルを。
ロマンがあればいいのだ、ロマンが。
そんな理由で却下かよ。
あ、トゥットゥルー、マユシーも思いついたよ。 バックトゥーザメール、映画のタイトルとねメールをくっつけてみました。
まゆし、映画のタイトルネタはもう僕がやったって。
But like, it's still better.
それに意味が微妙に違ってきてると思う。
Troy meant mail to the future, but our emails go to the past.
意味とかじゃなくて、映画のタイトルとメールをくっつけて。
Is this where that's from? What are you talking about?
いずれにせよ長い。
It's more like just a jingle of triumph, but she likes to do it for herself. Dun dun dun. Trapped in underpants.
じゃあデロリアンメールとか。
That's actually a really good name. DeLorean Mail is a great name.
もう何のメールかさっぱりわからないではないか。
Who cares? That's a good name.
ねえ、こんなくだらないことに時間取ってる場合じゃないでしょ。もういっそのこと略して D メールにしなさいよ。
That's it works.
いや、しかしそれでは味気なさすぎるというか。
I agree, but like, let's just move on.
味気なかろうが味気があろうがどうでもいい。
Shot down. Producer's influence on the lab seems to have grown significantly these past few days.
じゃあ D メールに決定します。
Or that exact soundbite somewhere, though? I mean, maybe. Do-do-do. Mary finished with her jellying, proclaims in satisfaction. And then Mary become the moderator.
で、なんで D メールみたいな現象が起きるん？
リング得意点への道が開いているからだ。
Is it your sub sound? It's not even close to my sub sound. My sub sound is my own theme song.
ブラックホールが発生しているのかどうかは確認できていない。単にセルンのタイムマシンと偶然似てるだけで、実は全く違う現象かもしれない。
This is true.
焦って結論を出すのは危険よ。
何を言う？お前は自分たちでタイムマシンを作りたいとは思わないのか？そのために危険を冒してセルンにハッキングまでしたのだぞ。今語るべきは電話レンジ仮をタイムマシンとして使えるようにするにはどうしたらいいかだ。
Yeah, but for what though?
でもさ、僕たちにできると思うん？
できるかどうかではない。やるのだ。
Okay, well now you're just quoting Yoda, but the problem here is Karim. The problem here is that for what reason? CERN has government money and the world's greatest minds behind them. How are we gonna create a fucking time machine out of the microwave, brother? Like, we did it on accident and we can't reproduce it. And even if we did, what the fuck are we gonna do with it?
何よその精神論至上主義。あんたって無能なトップの典型ね。
おのれ、狂気のマッドサイエンティスト法院教魔に対して何たる言い草だ。
まあそもそもオカリンは別にトップじゃないけど。
いかにも俺はラボの象徴であってトップではない。
象徴だかなんだか知らないけど、どうやって電話レンジをタイムマシンとして使えるようにするか、その具体的な解放を教えてよ。
解放か。そうだな、一つある。放電現象が起きるか起きないかはランダムだと思っているようだが、俺には仮説があるのだ。
どういうこと？
Look at my watch. It's past noon.
発生条件の再現だよ、クリスティーナ。昨日の夜いろいろ検討したはずだぞ。そして俺たちは最も単純で最も決定的な条件を見落としていた。
The actual time?
すなわち発生時刻だ。
That could possibly be it. The sun does fuck with electrical shit.
過去2回の放電現象が起きた時間を調べてみたんだが、それによれば俺が誰の携帯に送った時に偶然発生した最初の D メールはだいたい12時から13時の間。そして2回目、俺たち4人全員が目撃した D メールは18時頃に発生している。つまりその2つの時間帯に実験をすれば、あるいは再現が可能かもしれないのだ。
早速やってみましょう。
Lucy boats to the development room, suddenly bursting with enthusiasm.
それにしてもこの助手、ノリノリである。
マユシーのバナナ、ずいぶん減ったね。また買ってこなくちゃ。
Please don't buy more and bring them here. We're just gonna use them. And I don't want to. You don't deserve to have your bananas used, Mayuri. Only one banana remains untouched. We got rid of the jellified bananas, and then we eat the rest.
ごめんね、まゆりさん。後で新しいバナナ買ってくるから。
本当？嬉しいな。オカリンやダルくんはね、バナナ勝手に食べてもちっとも買ってきてくれないのです。
So mean. I'll be sure to amend that in the future. A bunch of bananas is a small price to pay in order to bring chaos to the world. Kurusu picks the last banana off the stem. Why would you pick the last banana off the stem? Just pick up the banana and places it inside their microwave.
まずはゼリーマンになるか試してみる。
She tries to get up and gloriously bangs her head underneath the table.
ドジっ子アピールはよせ。
しとらんわ。
Kurusu gets up, blushing in embarrassment with tears in her eyes.
このレンジの配置なんとかしろ。危ないしめんどくさい。
床に穴が開いてしまうから無理だ。
クリスちゃん、クリスちゃん、痛いの痛いの飛んでけ。
She's so fucking cute. Mayuri pats the back of Kurusu's head, and then sweeps her hand through the air.
サンクス、まゆりさん。
Kurusu pulls herself together, taps on the phone, and activates the phone wave, name subject to change. The minute inside the microwave slowly begins to spin back as the timer counts down. Kurusu, who's peered into the microwave, suddenly shouts in surprise. The banana has vanished. At the exact same moment, the banana reappears on the stem, jellified.
Oh!
ゲルバナになったね。
やはり俺の予想通り、発生条件は時間帯だったな。
Bro, you got one. I was a little anxious about the result, but it all worked out. I might call this episode Gel Banana Bread. since Weez was talking about banana bread earlier. Might be Gel Banana Bread. I outwitted the impertinent genius girl. Now my position as symbol of the lab is secure.
やるわね、岡部。あまりに単純すぎて気づけなかった。
Kurusu says with a slight sulky expression.
悔しいのか？それでも俺に3時の言葉を送る姿勢は強化してやろう。
Don't rub it in. You have one over her like 8.
それより D メールが再現できるかについても確認しないと。
So the problem here is that if the phenomenon happens again, isn't it going to destroy a hole through the fucking floor? Kurusu ignores my proud laughter and excitedly starts typing out a mail.
この法音隠居もの威厳がクリスティーナのせいでどんどん落ちていく。
もともと威厳はないと思う。
いいからそこの男子2人手伝って。岡部、あんたの携帯にメール送るから。
That I become her assistant. I grind my teeth in frustration, but I do as I'm told and insert my phone into the phone wave, name change the slot.
ねえねえクリスちゃん、なんて
Fiery presses up against Kurisu and sneaks a peek at Kurisu's phone.
別に意味のある文章である必要はない。送れるかどうかを確認できさえすればいいんだから。
どれどれ。岡部はずアンエア。
待て、そこの助手、何を打ち込んでいる？
She typed it in English too.
そうね。準備いい？送るわよ。
Deru has already set the microwave's timer through the XC8000. There's nothing inside, but the microwave still operates. The countdown starts from 120. This is where the timing counts. We know we have to open the microwave door during the operation, but we still don't know when to send the mail. For now, we just do them simultaneously. Kudosi raises her finger on the phone's send button. I grasp the microwave door handle. Murray seeks cover.
じゃあカウントするぜ。
The microwave timer soon indicates 70.
3、2、1、0。
Kudosi presses send, and at nearly the same instant, I open the microwave door.
来たぞ。
Lightning crackles in the air. The cushion underneath the phone wave name subject to change collapses under the weight. The floor starts creaking. It's exactly like the discharge phenomenon that occurred before. The discharge lasts for about the discharge lasts for about 10 seconds. After it subsides, we stare at the phone wave name subject to change with bated breath. Luckily, it didn't break through the floor.
メール届いた。
I disconnect my phone. I don't see your mail anywhere. From the phone wave name says to change and check my mail. Lucy stands beside me and peers at the screen. Oh, is this you? Assistant. Airhead. There's an email here, two of them. Two of them even, and they're written in English. The timestamp's from 5 days ago. Lucy starts laughing when she reads the mail, even though she's the one who wrote it. Okabe is the first one. Oblivious. Okabe in the first one is obviously my name. What does airhead in the second one mean? My English is shaky. Is she saying that my head can fly or something? Whatever. I may not know what it means, but I do know this: my assistant is making fun of me. But it doesn't matter right now.
クリスティーナ、お前はメールを2通送ったのか？
ううん、送ったのは1通だけ。
マユシーも見たよ。あのね、本当に1通だった。
しかし2通受信しているぞ。
そうね、一つの文章だったのに分割されてる。
ちなみにこの文章の意味は？
自分で調べれば。
Ah. I guess she doesn't want to answer.
そういえばさ、この前の D メールも文章は途中で切れてたよな。
そうだったか？
そうそう、着歴見てみなよ。僕は確かオカリンは変態って送ったはずだお。
確かにこちらも2つに分割されているな。
何が原因なのかしら。
ゼリーマンと関係があるかもしれん。
でもマユシーはね、どうして5日前に届いたかの方が気になります。
Yeah, it's been consistently 5 days ago as well.
確かに前に送った時も5日前に届いてたわよね。
ああ、そうだった。
なんか法則性でもあるんじゃね？
じゃあさ、 もっとじゃんじゃん送ってみようよ。
Alright, I think that's a great place to stop that. We got a lot of good information this stream. Got some more consistency on our experiments. We know what's going on, and we know what the fuck the organization is doing. So, I will see you guys Monday with more Persona 2, unless something else happens, but it's probably going to be Persona 2. We're going to go ahead and rate it a Cunning Links. I think he's playing Def Jam? He's playing WWE. No, he's playing Def Jam. Yeah. So I will see you guys Monday. I hope everyone had has a good evening. Hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Later.